Welcome back, folks. It is us, Dragon's Greed Gaming. You are joining us for the finale of Alien Frontier War, Episode 54, Operation Octopus Garden, Part 4. We've been doing this for over a year. I can't believe it. I didn't think it would last this long, but it's been quite the ride. So we'll just dive right in here, man. I realize I haven't really talked much about our socials lately, but I'm not going to start that now in the finale, so we'll do that next time. Anyway, I'm your host, the Great Unclean One, your game mother, as always, bringing us to the finale and the epic conclusion of this year-long campaign. We've got the whole group here. Sorry we had to miss last week, but hopefully you got your fill with some Walking Dead, which is pretty awesome. That'll be out in the podcast shortly, so if you missed it, it will be available soon. As soon as Scaarr gets me some audio files. Anyway, Sean, tell us about Alexander Cruz.
Yeah, Alexander Cruz. He's struggling a little bit right now. He's taken all 3 of his nap relief. He's got 0 stress, but he's a little hurt. And so far, his personal agenda of keeping the team alive is going well. And he's ready to finish this stupid shit with Vaughn.
You've had a personal agenda for the last 3 sessions. I just
so
shit's going on right now. Like, it's just
And big news for Sean personally.
Yeah.
I finally paid off my fucking car. I now actually own it.
Very exciting. Great success.
I never want to pay a company ever again for my car. Dog, I swear to God, if it breaks down, I'm going to come to California and find you.
Yeah.
and just throttle you.
Like, how dare you bring that into reality?
There will be a homicide one way or another.
Don't worry, my door's open.
Yeah.
Right. I won't have to knock. I'll just push it, and there you are.
That's hilarious. All right. Adam, what's going on in the sun-swept depths of California these days?
Honestly, 4th of July was pretty chill, so I can't complain about that. Although it is pretty nice in the new place that for the first time in 8 years, I am not staying up till like 6 a.m. from fireworks throughout the entire night. It was actually quiet over here in Pasadena, so I will take it as it is. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I heard a couple fireworks last night that I could see like in the distance behind the trees, but I don't really know where that was going on, so just got a lot of shit done last night, and I watched the remake of Total Recall, and I have to say it was fucking awesome if you haven't seen it. It's been quite a few years since it came out, but it's got Colin Farrell as the star, and he's got Kate Beckinsale and Jessica Biel in it. So, and it's pretty much nonstop action, and the soundtrack was awesome. So, if you like good sci-fi, go watch it. It's on Netflix. You won't regret it. I don't remember much of the original Total Recall, but I would dare say I liked it more than the original. So, take that for what it's worth. Scaarr, what's going on with you?
Yeah, yesterday was, we actually got fireworks for the first time in several years so that my son could kind of experience that up close. So we popped off some fireworks and, had a little pool party, shindig, and it was a pretty good day. But
do you guys have a pool?
No.
So how did you have a pool party?
Okay, so there's a lot of...
Hey, we filled up the back of the truck.
I live in a mansion, but I don't own a house. What?
I was gonna elaborate. No, we have friends that live in that do have pools, and so we brought everything over there. Had a little barbecue, and my son did not leave the water for probably 4 straight hours. But yeah, no, it was good. It was a good night. But I'm ready to die. I've been teasing, I've been prodding the bear, as it were, to kill me. So we'll see if O'Connell gets his.
All right, very good. And give me those audio files.
I'm downloading them right now.
By the end of tomorrow.
And if I ask what something happened that you already went over, it's because I'm doing the audio files. Okay?
because by this time tomorrow,
Looks like cope.
By this time tomorrow, there's going to be 4 of them I need. So I know it's a lot of work. Okay. So just fucking.
It is when you're hungover.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Well, there's an easy solution to that.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Do it 6 days ago when you weren't hungover. There's that.
Not a thing.
I know you're always hungover. You perpetually drunk.
Might be a problem.
Yeah. All right, and leading us, kicking and screaming across the finish line, is Sergeant Tagar. What's going on, Eric?
Yeah, we're gonna make it through one way or the other. We'll see what happens. I think my goal is also just to get everybody out alive. So we'll see if make that through. But yeah, next week I'm heading out. We're gonna go on a camping trip. We took our pop-up camper in to get fixed like 2 weeks ago. It ended up being a lot more work than we thought it was going to be. So we ended up just trading it in for a new camper. So we kind of went and checked them out today, picked one out. So we pick it up later this week when they finish cleaning it up.
So what is a pop-up camper?
So pop-up is like one of like it's more like flat. It's like a normal four-door car. Mm-hmm. It's like that, like about half that size, and then it like extends up. And
is this like that goes on like on the roof of the car, or is it the trailer part?
A pop-up? No. Here, I'll send it in chat.
Because I'm thinking of is like those weird pop-up ones that go up on the roofs of the cars and pops up into a little.
No, we don't have something like that. My truck's not that big to do something like that.
So it's like something you attach to the back of your truck, and then
it's a trailer.
It transforms.
Okay.
Did you buy a transformer to camp in? Is that what?
Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
So this was similar to our old one.
I have to get my phone now. I can't look at Discord while I've got OBS going. You know this.
That feels like a you problem, but
it sounds like Twitter talk.
I mean, it is definitely a me problem. I don't know why I asked. I don't fucking care about your camper, but I was just trying to be nice.
Well, it's too late now. Now you're committed. I've downloaded things.
I was trying to be polite, and now you're making it an issue. Okay.
Now you're making it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
So then it all folds down into that trailer.
Oh, did you put in this stupid chat thing again? Okay, yeah.
I mean, that's where you guys keep putting shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
but that's just to upset Chris.
So but it is a trailer
That's
that
a nice
you hitch to the back of the truck, and then you deploy it.
Yeah.
Like an RTS unit.
Okay, interesting.
Sure.
Choice, but all right.
Like the MCV in Command and Conquer, you have to deploy it. It becomes a building, which then allows you to build your base. Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Just stay away from the Guadalupe right now.
That's what it looks
Eric?
like closed up.
Yeah. Okay. I like the random propane tank just hanging out on the front.
No, we're heading up to like Seattle area.
All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. I don't have a whole lot to say, other than I'm excited to finally be here and see this all come to a head, and we shall see what happens. It's going to be kind of weird not playing Alien every week, so we'll have to see. But anyway,
that's why I should keep doing it.
Well, we will eventually, but I need a break, and there will be other things happening in the meantime. So we'll get to all that later, though. I don't think tonight is going to take the full 4 hours. I highly doubt it. So if we have time after the game, then we will do like our kind of end of game questionnaire rather than doing a full episode of that. Mostly because I promised everybody we're going to be done tonight, no matter what. And
challenge accepted.
Yeah. So we shall see. So, are you gentlemen ready? Are we finally ready to put the nail in the proverbial coffin?
I think
Yeah,
so.
let's do it.
All right.
Ready to get Zuwag game, mother.
So, last we left, I'm going to try to remember what the fuck happened. It's been 2 weeks. It feels like way longer. Last we left, your group, your squad, had been exploring the interior of the Deep Void research facility. You had come across Mrs. DeRosa, one of General Vaughn's higher-ranking people, it seems, in her inner circle. Was overseeing a bunch of technicians packing up a variety of what looked like engineer artifacts. Eventually she, while you guys were arguing and trying to get the technicians to do what you wanted them to do, she managed to break free and escaped up the elevator. You guys chased after her, and this is after you guys had discovered another one of the people, Spencer Linden, I think was his name, an exec for the Hyperdyne Corporation, who Tagar recognized was the one that had written the message about the Berserker project, basically greenlighting it that it was ready for field testing. He immediately surrendered, offered to spill the beans on whatever he could in exchange for being brought out alive, offered to testify, but it quickly became apparent that something was not right with him, and he exploded in a shower of gore as our new favorite monster, the Gore Burster, emerged once again. You guys dealt with that. I think there was a few more sickness rolls as Gore Burster goo got on everybody, but you all survived. By that point, you made your way up to the roof of the base, where you had realized Mrs. DeRosa had stolen one of the 2 dropships that were remaining. And at this point, the tropical storm was hitting the base pretty hard, and debris from the orbital battle between the fleets in space was beginning to rain down on the island, smashing into one of the support pylons and damaging the facility as it teetered dangerously above the Hot Springs Lagoon. At this point, you radioed to Major Kaliji, the Blackguard commander that was in charge of the base, and you basically got him and his few remaining loyal Marines and whatever technicians you had saved at this point. You all made it up to the roof, got into the last dropship. Just as you were getting in, a new alien creature that you have never encountered before emerged. A massive hulking thing, not quite the size of a queen, but looking much more heavily armored than other xenomorphs you'd encountered. By the time it got up on the landing pad, though, you guys had taken off, and I believe it was Cruz who was piloting, then opened fire to take down the second pylon strut, sending the research facility spiraling about 80 meters below into the Hot Springs Lagoon and being utterly destroyed. Unfortunately, between the terrible weather and the defensive anti-air weaponry that was hidden amongst the foliage on the western banks of the caldera, the dropship went down, crashing through the trees and near the area where the pylon strut was previously standing. Some of you took some damage from that fall, but everybody survived, except for, I think, a couple of technicians died. So, along with Major Kaliji and his remaining Black Guard, you guys traversed up the side of the caldera to where the pylon strut was, and it is here that Kaliji showed you guys the defensive perimeter of sentry guns, which you were able to use the transponders you'd gotten from several Deep Void facility members at this point to get past them. And you then got to the opening where the pylon strut had been standing and basically rappelled down into a tunnel system, which he explains leads into a tunnel which leads towards a big depository that the mag rail station goes through, eventually through a second tunnel and into an underground hidden hangar that's further in in this tunnel system here. And he's told you that is where General Vaughn's personal ship, the Black Bart, is docked, and where they've been bringing a lot of supplies they've been trying to get off-world. You haven't seen General Vaughn. He does not know where she is, so you assume she must be there. I believe you had all rappelled down. I don't recall. I know Sean almost fell off the mountain, and Kalichi, I think, grabbed you, saved you from plummeting to your death.
Yeah, King.
And I don't recall if you guys actually made it down into the tunnels yet or not.
I don't recall us starting the rappel. I think we ended it with us like looking down at this
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that is where we'll pick it up, unless I've missed anything.
Not probably super important. Reed took his last nap relief and failed the test, so he is addicted again. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Thought
lot of
I'd
addiction
mention
that's
that.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tagar and Cruz found 2 of those vials that Babbitt had given us before. That would make you like invisible to aliens. And we currently still have them, but we haven't used them.
Where did you guys find this? I don't remember where we found them.
There was a room where a black guard was trying to collect them. We found him. It was in the same area where De Rosa was, but just on the right side with the...
Oh, that's
About the
right.
last
Yeah, that's right.
black
And he was
guard.
just like, yeah, take whatever, and he left.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I just have my notes. As found a black guard. He was cool.
He's definitely over this job.
Yeah, he's not happy. Yep.
I think I was going to hold off on my last nap relief since I've got Nerves of Steel now. I'll see how that pans out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so we zoom back in on the rain-swept peaks of the caldera. The tropical foliage whipping in the wind. It's gotten bad. The rain is a torrential downpour. You can see massive waves, even from up here. You're guessing probably 10-meter high waves that are crashing into the sides of the island. You can even see in some points where the waves are so high, they are actually flooding the bunkers that you guys had to sneak past. The wreckage of the research facility is crumpled and starting to partially sink. It's mostly sunk and under the water at this point. There's still like a corner jutting out though. And the wreckage of the 2 pylon struts and the 3 mag rail lines are just twisted heaps of metal sticking out of the ground, sticking out of the water, tangled. And chunks of starship debris are continuing to rain down here and there along the island. And before you is a massive gaping hole where the pylon strut was once connected. And you can see the torn, severed part of where the mag rail would be attached to the ceiling. Obviously, part of that's been ripped out. You can see the tunnel's big enough for the tram, so it's it's like the size of like a train tunnel. It's not massive, but it's comfortable enough to fit everybody. And that is where we begin, on the slopes of the caldera as the rain pours down on top of you guys.
Gotta rappel down, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you guys have any sort of rappelling gear?
Rope.
Rope,
Okay.
and we're badasses.
Everybody, please give me a mobility test. You can have a plus with the rope. You can have a +1. And we'll do it in order of rolls. That'll determine order of who's going down first. So.
I
Oh my
believe.
dear God.
Wait. Okay, no, okay.
All right. Reed is good. Cruz is good. O'Connell has 4 successes but stresses. He's now trembling. And Tagar is good. Panics, but he's okay. And they roll for Kalichi. Oh wait, I can give it a +1.
Ooh.
That's not great.
That's unfortunate.
I
There's a
will
bunch
give
of
him one of mine.
successes.
Oh yeah, I forgot my plus.
Actually, you know what?
I didn't need
Kano could give him a couple.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I can spare one of my successes, I
Sure,
shall.
sure. No
I
problem.
mean, probably would have done that before they panicked or pushed, but
And then let me roll for the blackguard. All right. Okay. So, with all the rain and stuff, everything's slippery. But you guys do make it down with relatively no issues, and you find yourselves in this tunnel, and there's no lights down here. There are lights, but none of them appear to be on or working. You can see the mag rail above in the ceiling, twisting down the path. What's up, O'Dandrel? Thank you for joining us all the way from Sweden. I knew we could count on you.
Always reliable.
And, Kaliji and his guys, they got their guns out, they turn their lights on. He's like, all right, it's a bit of a trek, but it's this way.
Yeah, I guess we'll turn on our lights and head out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys begin to make your way through, and the rain gets more and more distant as you guys are doing this, eventually to the point where it's just kind of a muffle. Feels like the tunnel's probably going a little bit further underground, and you are making your way through these twists and turns. You can hear the sounds of, rocks kind of crumbling here and there, but it's rather uneventful as you guys make your way through here. Are you guys rushing, sneaking, or just moving at a decent pace?
I think just a decent pace, especially if we think it's going to be a while. We probably don't want to be too slow. I'd give her a chance to get away.
We still have the motion detector, right?
Yes, I do. I think it has 3 power left.
Pretty good.
You want to give it a try?
It never hurts. Never know when something's following us.
All right. So, you're getting some interference with the. No, that's not it's a motion tracker, not a radio. So it's starting to run low on juice, but it doesn't seem there's anything nearby you guys. It's just picking up the group of you as you're making your way through these tunnels.
Yeah, keep moving, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, optional. Please give me an observation roll.
pass on that one.
I will observe.
I'm using the motion tracker.
Is this a like a contested, or would one suffice?
No, this is not contested.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are making your way down here. Mostly just the sound of your boots on the stone. And Cruz and Reed, you both hear what sounds like kind of a muffled thud echoing down the tunnel. It's not very loud. You barely hear it over the sound of everybody else moving around. And you can kind of feel and see like the tunnel vibrates a little bit. A couple rocks come loose, like maybe some dust from up ahead, kind of falling from the ceiling. But you two definitely hear something.
Does
Is
it
it
sound like
coming-
it's coming behind us or in front? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Behind you.
Ooh. Ooh.
We got something following us. I still have breaching charge if we want to maybe collapse the path behind us.
Right.
Maybe
But is
to go
there
back
going to be
that-
a way out if we
Yeah.
can't get on the ship?
I mean, if we
I
can't
guess
get on the
over
ship,
the
well, we're
mountain.
fucked because there's no
Kaliji
there's
says
no other
that
ship we can take.
the grotto hangar, the roof is it's kind of retractable. It's hidden under a bunch of foliage, so it's kind of camouflaged from the outside. But I mean the general ship isn't massive, but it's bigger than a drop ship, so other ships can fit in there.
Yeah, I've got a couple of breach charges as well.
Yeah, let's seal up behind us. Might as well safe than sorry.
All right. You're thinking you'll need at least 2 breaching charges if you want to adequately try to block this off.
I've got one.
I've got 2.
Sounds good.
I have another one, I think. Yeah, I have one.
I will put my one in a place that looks appropriate.
Anybody wants to give me a heavy machinery roll to get more information here? You could just tell the tunnel's wide enough where you don't think one is going to do it. All right. So Reed, you think you should probably try to do one on each side, and if you guys could get one up on the ceiling somehow, that would be good.
So 3.
Okay.
Let's be sure.
Yeah.
For sure, at least 3 minimum.
All right. Give me another heavy machinery at +1, Reed. Try to set these up. We'll assume some of the guys give you a boost so you can get to one on ceiling somehow.
Nice.
Okay, so this takes a few minutes. Reed's kind of pointing out where he thinks you guys should put stuff. You find some spots where the rock looks a little weaker or looser, or you think like a cave-in would, destruction will cause more of a cave-in, and you set up the breaching charges, no problem. Takes maybe 5-10 minutes.
Can he use his stunt to do it in half the time?
If he would like to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, doesn't take long.
Nice.
Do you guys set him off once you leave?
Definitely want to get a good distance before we set it off in case it collapses.
Well, no,
a little bit
I know
further.
that. I'm just like, yeah, you're eventually going to self-detonate them, right? That's
We're leaving Reed behind to make sure it actually comes down on. Okay.
On him.
Tell us how this works out.
I mean,
Guys
once
are
we
bullies.
detonate these, Vaughn will probably hear it. So, is there a way we can set it up as kind of some like tripwire? They sense a motion and they hit.
He's like, well,
I think it's better just to set it off. I mean, we got debris falling.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, they might hear us, but I mean, we still got a ways to go once we get through the depository. There's another tunnel, so
Okay, yeah. Yeah, fucking do it.
all right. Well, you go off maybe a couple hundred feet or whatever, or meters in this game, and
Meters.
you detonate those. Massive explosion. There's a backdraft of smoke and dust that kind of comes shooting down the tunnel, but you guys are well past the point where it's really a problem to you, and you can just hear the sounds of stones and rocks collapsing. But when you look around the corner, it's just like a massive dust cloud. You can't see anything. All right. I guess it's a one-way ticket from here on.
Yep.
Might want to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys begin perhaps a jog, and you guys get around a corner. Eventually, it opens up into this massive cavern. And what you guys see is that there is... Make sure I'm giving you the right description here. Yeah, okay. So, this looks like it was a natural chamber. I'm going to put Tagar. So, Tagar, you're in this chamber right here, this big part on the map. Okay.
Okay.
Move this so the viewers can see. How's that? Okay. So, what you see is this huge cavern. Obviously a natural cavern that's part of the cave at some point. It looks naturally formed. The only thing that's not natural about this cave is you can see above head is the rail for the tram, and the dot on the map indicates an actual rail station, just like the one that was in the base itself. Looks like there's a small station here where there's a deck you can unload and load things. You can see there's some stuff up on the station itself. Probably some crates and equipment and things like that. But from where you are, it's kind of above you, so you gotta like move up to get to it. Across this huge cavern. I mean, this looks like it's like the size of like a football stadium. I mean, it's easily the size of a football field, and with how big the roof is and everything, it's huge. You scan your lights, and there's a couple floodlights in here that are still working. Looks like they're probably losing power as things are going on. And your lights don't even reach the ceiling. Like, that's how tall it is. And when you look across, you see above you there's a crisscross, a lattice of catwalks. And it looks like they connect to the station, so you can access them from the station and have a look down. You can see there's equipment up there, probably like cranes and stuff to move things around. And then you look, and all across the floor, there is a small haze of like fog or smoke. And it looks like there is the shimmering of a stasis field. And dotted throughout that is a sea of alien eggs.
Cool. Do we see any like ladders where we could get up to the catwalks?
You actually need to give me a check for that, an observation roll, please.
Yeah, I will definitely observe.
You do, but it looks like it is a retractable ladder from one of the catwalks. It looks like, basically, as you guys come out of the tunnel, you know, the mag ray will be attached to the ceiling. You guys actually have to, like, kind of start to climb down because the mag ray will be up in the air. So, you don't see a way to reach it other than to try to climb somehow. And you can see the opening of the tunnel that leads, or the opening to the next tunnel that's just beyond the station is high up. You know, it's like level to where you guys are now. You're at like the end of the tunnel, kind of looking down at this sprawling lay of eggs. But, yeah, the rail station is out of reach.
Should have brought the harpoon gun.
Finally needed it.
Yeah, I don't really see anything that
We got a rope and a rock, right? Just hurl it.
Sure, there's lots of rocks around here.
How high up is the retractable ladder?
Let's see.
Because that rope and the rock might be the only way for us to do this.
You're guessing maybe 20, 30 meters.
Okay.
Anyone play baseball?
Is it held in place by like a lock or something?
So what you see is there's like, looks like a metal box, and the ladder is obviously contained in there. There's probably some sort of switch up top or a mechanism or something that you would open or click or press, but you can't see it from where you guys are if there is one. It's kind of like the ladder to the second floor of the RPD station in Resident Evil 2. If you remember that in the main hall.
Oh, so this is for like the loop on the map. So when we need to come back this way,
When I need to loop the queen, it'll be quicker for me to jump
Yeah.
down. Yeah. Okay, great.
Yes.
when we get the chest puzzle piece to open the door in the basement.
Yeah, you can get back to your chest so you can get your gear that you left there back in the base. You know, the 57 herbs you've been hoarding the whole game.
Well, yeah, I don't see that happening.
No.
Does it look like if we go through the eggs, there's another way?
The only other way, there basically looks like there's three things you could try. Somehow get the ladder. You could try to climb up to the rail station, or crawl up to the other opening of the second tunnel. The tunnel.
What is the? Go ahead. Sorry.
The tunnel and the rail station. The tunnel for sure. If you try to get that, you're gonna have to cross through the eggs. The rail station, it's about halfway between both tunnels, so you can kind of skirt the edge, but you're still gonna be near the eggs unless you try to climb across the wall, which is like at an angle like this, throughout most of it.
Well, we got that that like hormone injection. I don't know if it's hormones. I'm assuming. I don't know, but we've got the injection.
Also, I was wondering if is there a way one of us could make the trip to like get the rest of us?
So one person takes the injection. Theoretically, they're immune to aliens.
Visible, right? Get to the other side.
Right, and then
let the ladder down.
Yeah, maybe from there they can get up into the rail system and let the ladder down.
Is it possible to do something like that?
If you get to the rail station, then you can access the ladder. If you just go to the tunnel, you're basically just crossing to get to the next tunnel and then make your way through the tunnel and bypassing the rail station completely.
Okay.
Because the rail station is like suspended, and it doesn't. This cavern's so big, where the ends of the station end, there's a gap between that and the entrances to the two tunnels.
And I don't know if we've encountered like stasis fields before. Do we know what that does?
Yeah, you would know. Typically, stasis fields are meant to keep stuff like dormant or asleep or some sort of medical lockdown.
And how would that affect us if we moved like into it?
You don't really know.
Cool. Great.
Just
shove
Reed into it. Reed, you first.
Wow.
Let's give him a nice pat on the back.
Yeah, do we want to like put rope on one of our guys, whoever's going, in case like this stasis field stops them and we can't even go through it?
I mean, I wouldn't mind climbing if you want.
I feel like this is like I'm in college and want an experiment type of situation.
Oh, okay. I learned something about. Okay,
I don't know why I went there. I've got a lot on my mind right now. I'm a little stressed out.
There's no shame. Listen, it's okay.
We could ask Kaliji.
It's 21:55. We're very progressive
he can
here.
safely move through?
I'm sorry, what was that, Eric?
We could ask Kaliji. Does he know if it's safe to move through the stasis fields?
To my understanding, I don't really deal with this sort of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think it has something to do with the way the eggs are kept dormant. I don't know. Typically, they use the equipment up there, and all the personnel are up there and never down here.
It's probably a
Okay.
glaring sign. If they're
Just gonna
never...
start tying the rope to my side.
Okay, he's tying the rope on him. Okay.
We're wasting time.
Yeah, we need to actually move. So,
I'm gonna hand the other side to Tagar.
Rifle.
I'm sorry, what are you doing, Sean?
I'm just going to be watching as he moves with my scope rifle, and if anything starts to activate or open, I will try to help him from getting face hugged.
Samesies, I'll get like prone.
No. Okay, and I got the other end of the rope, and I'll yank it if I notice anything.
All right. So,
All right, Cruz, shoot me up.
Bunnilla, are you taking one of the injections first off?
Yes.
Okay. And are you trying to make your way across and climb up to the tunnel, or over to like under the rail station and try to climb up to the rail station?
We agreed up to the rail station, correct? That's the best path.
I mean,
I
if
think
you
so,
want to
'cause
get the
then-
exit to the ladder, then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rail station is.
Good luck. Godspeed. At
Okay.
least this isn't firing a gun, so you can't waste a reload.
Please give me a mobility test at +2, one for the rope, one for Eric holding the rope to climb down.
Even when he's going on a one-man mission, he may not come back from. You gotta kick him when he's down.
Technically, he's still standing, so
All
this
right.
is honorable.
You make it down very easily. You really don't have to climb. It's not terribly steep where you guys are. And then you take that first trepidatious step into the stasis field, and nothing happens. You don't feel any different. You can't even really tell other than you can see your foot going through it, but it's very faint. And then you begin the creep past the eggs, and you make it to the other side underneath the rail station, and none of them open. You don't see any of them move or quiver. You don't see any of the face huggers inside seeming to notice or activate in any way, or react, I should say. And you make it, you probably have to. How many ropes do you guys have?
2.
Well, we used one to come down. I think. What do you call it? O'Connell also had one.
Does it
Yeah,
say how
I did.
long they are?
Mine's an elven rope, though, so you just tug it and it undoes itself, and you can reuse it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool. Is that in your
Does
bag
it
of
say-
holding?
No, that was in Cruz's secret stash.
That's a good. I haven't used that fucking ability in goddamn weeks.
So,
Now
how many ropes do you guys have, and how long? Does it say how long the rope is?
I'm trying to check.
Let's see.
Am I still panicked?
No, not at this point.
Palomar climbing rope. 45 meters.
Okay, you guys have 2 of them. Well, you had 2. You have 1 left.
So I have 1.
I've got one.
You'll have to tie both of them together if you want to hold on to that, and him to get all the way to where he needs to go. So, but you're able to do that, no problem. So yeah, you get over there, leading the rope behind you as you go, and now you need to climb up the side of this wall, which is fairly steep. It's about like this at its worst point, and eventually get up to the rail station. So this, unfortunately, the rope doesn't really do anything here, because the rope is going to be hanging off of you, basically. And at some point, they're probably going to have to let go because of the distance. Now you're not just going across, you're starting to go up. And I assume you're going to keep it because you want to bring the rope up just in case. So with that in mind, you have no bonuses, and this is a tricky climb. This is going to be mobility at -3.
So, he had 2 extra successes on his previous mobility. Can he use stunts to give himself +2 for this one?
I would say you do +1, not +2, because you're still
Okay, well,
still climbing up and down walls.
yeah, I believe in you, Bunnilla.
I just realized too that did not include my 2 extra dice that you gave me. But even though
He leaves his useless smart gun behind. Does he get an extra bonus?
I'm gonna push that.
Fuck.
Ooh.
All right. So, high or low?
Low.
Unfortunately, you made it up quite a distance before you fall. Which means we need to get falling
Fall
damage.
damage.
Yeah, yikes.
Yes. Yes, good. Hazards. Falling damage. Fallen meters divided by 2, rounding down. Okay. Well, it is about 30 meters up. So you made
Jesus.
it about halfway, which is 15 meters. Divided by 2 is
7 rounding down.
rounding down. Give me a mobility roll. Each success will cancel a point of damage. And then you can also roll armor.
Oh my gosh. Hey.
Would you like to push that? Down to 6 damage.
Yeah, why not?
Down to 5 damage.
Okay. You said roll armor?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Down to 5
Resilience. Four damage.
4 damage.
I'm at 2 HP.
You see he gets about halfway up, and the rock he grabs is not like a stalactite that he's thinking. It's just a loose rock. He loses his grip, and it starts this fall. He's grabbing. He's able to slow himself a bit. He doesn't just fall off. He's more sliding down the rocks, but there's a small cascade of dust and rocks and stone, and he hits the ground hard. And for a moment, you think he might be dead or he broke something. But after a few moments, you get the wind knocked out of you, Bunnilla. You're staring up at the ceiling. It's awfully far away. And eventually you guys see him start to move and try to dust himself off.
I'm good.
Please roll me a single D6, Bunnilla.
Oh, no.
Oh, well.
6 is good. 6 has got to be good, right? 6s are successes.
All right. That is all
Okay.
that happens.
Do we just want to? Oh, I couldn't hear you, Scaarr, because you were muted.
I was just saying 6 is always good, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Do we just want to move through the stasis field towards the exit and not try to climb?
It seemed fine, but again, if you don't have the shot, it's gonna suck.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah, we have no idea.
I mean, we can just we know the stasis field won't affect us so much, so we could just approach one egg and see how it reacts, you know?
Yep.
Okay.
Got my silencer. We should all have silencers, right? We discussed this, so.
Nope.
I mean, suppressors.
Yes, suppressor. Okay, what the
I mean, I have a knife. That's a type of silencer.
Yeah.
It does silence things.
It also will melt with their acid blood.
I've lost a lot of good knives this campaign.
Anybody who would like can give me an observation roll.
Maybe somebody without 6 stress.
It's quiet. Nothing seems to
okay.
move. None of the eggs seem to react. Reed starts to pull himself up to his feet and lean against the side of the rock wall.
I'm gonna look at my signature item.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell them to watch my back, and I'm gonna try and I'm gonna go through the stasis field and try and slowly walk past an egg.
Are you taking the shot?
No, without the shot.
All right. I need a mobility test to get down.
And I'll be watching him through my scope rifle. Wow, okay.
Okay. So everybody starts to gain a point of stress when you see the Sarge begin to make his way towards the eggs without the shot. Makes sense. But you make it down very easily. This is no challenge for you, Tagar. And you easily make it to the ground floor into the stasis field. And you begin to move towards one of the eggs. Are you trying to sneak your way through?
Yeah, so I'm trying to kind of keep a distance and see if there's a path through that doesn't irritate the eggs.
Okay. Another mobility test, please.
Can I use one of my own successes or no?
No, because that was to climb down the side. This is to sneak past the eggs.
This turns out to issue.
Okay.
Well,
Where is he seeking cover from?
yeah, the nervous twitch should have ended immediately, right? Or does that last?
No, that ends immediately.
Oh.
But was that a 6 I saw on the stress dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, then he might have just rolled that. Ugh.
So 6 minus 2 for nerves of steel is 4. What's your current stress at?
7.
Yeah, that tracks.
Or no, 6. Tertius is at
So it'd be
6.
10. which I think 10 is Scream.
Freeze? Scream or freeze?
No, Freeze, you're right. Scream is 12. Okay. So, Tagar, you begin to make your way down through the stasis field. And you freeze, losing your next slow action. Your stress and the stress of all friendly PCs increase by 1. And you do... Well, actually, please roll me a stress dice. Or a d6.
D6.
Yeah. Alright. Doesn't look like any of the eggs really react. You make it past the first, 2 or 3. But you stop because you just instinctively, nervous and scared about what's going on here.
Might be time to
How-
take a
how
nap,
long does
please.
this- how long does this last?
Around. Just a couple seconds, so...
Okay. So I can take it off after
Yes.
I,
Yes.
take a breather?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep slowly moving through.
Alright. So, I'll give you a choice here, because you did fail the mobility test. You can make another one, which, basically, I'll just give you the mechanics here. If you pass the mobility test, there's no chance of the eggs detecting you. If you fail the mobility test, which you have at this point, and continue to try to walk through, there might be a chance they could detect you. They have special rules for the stasis field, but the opportunity is still... The potential for them to activate is still a possibility, however low.
I need a stamina test to pass the
Mobility. It's another stealth test.
The nap relief test.
Oh.
You guys are gonna kill my...
Oh, are you popping the nap relief?
Considering it, now that I'm at 7.
You know what you could do, if you want to be a real boss, is you sprint through the whole chamber, activate every egg,
Everything.
and then just have all the face huggers attack you at once and kill them with a single grenade.
Yeah.
I still have my breaching charge because I think
Dude, even better. Think how much XP you get for killing all those face huggers.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, we're on the XP now.
So I'm just gonna take 2 knives and just whirlwind.
Do that too.
Okay.
You can do that
Classic
too.
Warcraft 3 move. Yeah, Blade Master.
Hell yeah.
Shower himself in acid.
I think it might actually be an even fight, knowing Tagar. Instead of a gorilla versus 100 people, it's Tagar versus 100 face huggers.
I'm gonna attempt the mobility again without taking the nap relief.
You taking the nap relief?
Uh,
Oh, yeah. It's so good.
You want to save some for me?
So I will need a stamina test, I believe?
Well, no, he said he's not taking the nap.
Oh, you're
right?
not?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
Do you want to use your signature item?
He doesn't have it,
because I
right?
gave it to Weaver.
Brother!
Brother! No, brother! Why? Okay.
Oh, I forgot about
If you are
that.
taking the nap relief, it's a stamina test. And have you taken... Is this your second dose of nap relief this mission?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a stamina test,
It's one agility, I think it was, right?
but you're
Yeah,
going
agility
to be
bonus.
permanently at -1 agility. Well, permanent until this effect ends.
Oh, oops. Okay.
All right.
So I passed the stamina without the stress dice.
Correct. All right. So your
Nice.
stress is gone. You are at -1 agility because you took the
Minus
second
2
dose.
now, right?
How many
Minus 2,
how many
right?
how many doses of nap relief have you taken in total?
2.
2? First dose is fine. It's the second dose. So every dose after the first gives you -1.
Okay, hold on. Let me see how many I have left. This might be my 3rd.
Oh.
So I had 1 left. So if we started with 3,
Okay.
Then, yeah, this would be my third dose.
All right. That test would have been at -1, but you rolled all your stress dice to get it, so that's fine. But yeah, you're at -2 agility now.
Okay, so I'm at agility 2. That's sad.
Okay, it's okay. It's all for the sweet nap relief.
Luckily, you're not addicted.
Okay. So then I'll take my mobility to try and make it through the chamber.
Brother!
Oh yeah, that's right. I need agility to get
You see how this works?
Hey, you could push that.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't, I guess.
I guess I'm gonna push this one.
You got any story points left?
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
No,
You know what? I'm gonna give him my story point. I don't need a whole hive ass waking up. He's taking my story point.
Okay.
So that leaves us with 1 story point left.
1 story point.
All right. So Tagar, very cautiously, very nervously, maybe shaking a little bit, you creep your way through the eggs. You swear you see some of them like just pulsate, just a little bit, almost like it's breathing. But none of them open. None of the facehuggers emerge, and you make it over to where Reed is.
Are we gonna try and climb up to get the ladder again? Or are we just gonna say it's safe to walk past?
Oh, you're only like halfway through. If you wanna, it's gonna take multiple stealth tests to get through this. Remember, you're crossing a football field worth of eggs. One mobility test ain't gonna cut it.
We're only halfway through. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna radio or yell across, radio to you guys.
Sure.
Do you guys want to try and
No.
walk through, or do you want us
brother.
to just try and get the ladder?
So, Cruz, here's what I'm thinking.
Oh, cool.
Just save the last dose for yourself, and don't take it, but if it looks like shit's hitting the fan when you're sneaking through, then maybe inject it.
Okay.
I think I can make it through, though. I'm gonna give it a shot.
All right.
All right, mobility to climb down. Is the plan for you all to climb down at this point? It looks like, and creep across. Or you're gonna do this one at a time.
So,
Wow. Okay. Everybody's stress goes up by 1.
football field, you said.
Okay. So
Everybody?
everyone except Tagar and Reed.
Great.
Okay, so would that count for Tagar's mess ups from before too for me?
No, because it was at the start. So no, you can take away whatever stress you would have gained from that.
Okay.
That's fair. Here,
Thank God.
we'll put the people on the other side over here.
Ooh.
This side, and then everyone else is on this side of the chasm.
I get a 6. That's gonna be bad news.
You pass though.
No, I'm thinking ahead. Yeah, it's just, if I got to 7, then I think I was gonna take a nap relief.
Well, you're not at 7, and you can get rid of your
All right.
you can get rid of your panic.
All right, we are at it's stamina first, right?
Are you taking the nap relief?
Yes.
Then yes. Okay, you're fine. How many nap relief have you taken so far?
We all came in with 2 or 3 guys.
We all came in at 3.
That was my last one.
So you're at a total -2 agility. Okay.
Still looking good.
You make it to your compatriots. Cruz, you and the Black Guard are sitting there like, well, now what? Kalichi's like, are we really doing this?
I don't suppose any of you guys have like harpoon or grappling hook or anything we could throw to try to bring that ladder down, do you?
Nope.
No, fresh out of harpoon guns, unfortunately.
I have a
Can I look in my hidden stash to see if the guy gave me a harpoon gun?
There you go.
How does the talent work?
You didn't. Why didn't you try this before we all crossed?
I thought you guys were going to do better, honestly. I wanted to save it for a more dramatic moment. Not, well, we fucked up and now we're here.
You have the injection. Just fucking go.
You begin each session with an extra item of your choice hidden on your person or stowed somewhere safe. The item must be something you could reasonably have. The GM has final say about what items are available to you. If the GM allows it, you may wait until a dramatic moment during the session to choose what type of item you are hiding.
Well, hold on. So now that we're all over there, me, O'Connell, and Reed have the rope now.
Yes.
Can we use the rope? Can we somehow throw the rope up to use that to, like...
You could try.
Climb?
It's long. I mean, it's long enough. You could certainly try to... Do you mean, like, throw it up to the catwalk or just up the rocks and try to snag it on something?
Yeah, just so that we can try and, like, climb it easier?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Give me another... Probably mobility?
Let me do this.
Okay. Yeah. You get the rope up, probably not the full 30 meters is what, 90 feet? I don't think you can throw a rope 90 feet. I don't know, I haven't thrown much rope in my life, but
You not throwing rope?
Yeah.
If we need to tie it to my binoculars to help it snag something, we can do that too.
I mean, there's plenty of rocks you can tie it to, right? So that's not like having an anchor.
Or one of your knives, right? So then it swings and.
I mean, as long as we get it back.
How would you not get it back?
Okay, so we'll say you get the rope about halfway up, so you can make the mobility test if you'd like, and you can have +1 from the rope.
Good luck.
You want to go first, O'Connell?
Sure. You said a plus. Well, fuck it.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so long story short, O'Connell, first success gets you halfway up to where the rope is anchored. You can unanchor it and tie it around yourself, and then you use the success to make it up to the rail station with the rope in hand. So you're up on the rail station. When you get up here, what you see is, it's like a, it's got a platform where the tram would come along, and on the platform there is a bunch of different equipment. There's a couple open crates. You see there are 3 technicians here that appear deceased, and where is it? You can tell they have been riddled with bullets, and you see that there is a large crate that's partially open, and it has these 6 massive, what look like oversized versions of the fucking claw hand from those carnival games. It's a big, massive 4-prong claw or vice or something.
Okay. Does it look like this is something that you would be to extract the canisters that contains the black goo?
Maybe. Or maybe something to hold it shut or hold it in place.
Okay.
Because
how do these guys look like they died?
It's just the claw. It's not attached to anything.
Right. How do these guys look like they died?
Brother.
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. They're riddled with bullets.
Riddled with bullets. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
That's
the only pass you get tonight, though.
Everybody gets one.
I asked a good question about the claw, so okay.
We've seen bodies riddled with bullets before. We've never seen giant claw devices.
I take the claw device for sure. But the ladder's at the other end of this catwalk, right?
So there's a network, a crisscross of catwalks that basically go. It's like a set of rafters that runs pretty much the entirety of this chamber above the egg field, and the ladder is basically in the middle, and it drops the ladder down into the middle of the egg field.
anywhere along this catwalk, is there anything that is not like overtly visible, or is there any ambush potential from either people or non-people from here to the ladder? My military expertise.
Your light isn't that strong, but like, no, not that you see. I mean, it's just the catwalk is mostly just railings. Like it's not like sealed on the side.
Okay, so unless you're about to inject Predator, I should be safe. I don't know why I'm giving you ideas. I'm gonna go to the ladder.
You hear a strange crackling noise.
Oh no. Game over, man.
It's the crossover we've all been waiting for.
Not all of us.
Finally get to relive AVP.
Okay, you make it to the ladder. No problem.
Okay. Does it look like I could just release it?
Yeah, there's a little switch, and it looks like it starts to.
I called down to Cruz. I should have just done this from the get-go.
Yeah, probably.
So the ladder comes down. Unfortunately, though, you still have to move through the egg field to get to it.
Oh.
Because it's like in the middle of the egg field.
It's useful.
But
Yeah.
it does mean you don't have to climb the side of the wall either.
Yeah, it hurts.
So is it easier for me and Reed to get to the ladder?
If you go, you're gonna have to sneak through the eggs again. If he just drops down the rope, you guys probably climb up a lot easier.
Okay.
Well, can I not mobility, just casually walk through since I have a shot?
Can we hoist Reed in? Can we like tie him like in the fetal position on the other end of the rope, and I just hoist him up?
You could do that too. You could try, yeah, absolutely.
I'm just gonna try and climb the rope. O'Connell, did you tie it off on something?
Well, it's currently tied to me apparently, but I will tie it off on the railing if we're gonna go this route.
Okay, so Connell, you've got the ladder down. You're standing at the top of the ladder. What are you doing?
I'll be heading back to the other end, so I can tie the rope off for Tagar.
Okay. All right. Who goes first, Tagar or Reed?
I'm gonna say Tagar should go up because he might be able to help O'Connell pull me up.
Okay. Mobility.
Okay.
+2.
Oh, +2.
Doesn't need it.
Doesn't matter.
Yes. King.
He's like
Wouldn't
that,
matter.
he's like that kid in gym class. He just climbs the rope, no problem. Straight up to the roof. Yeah, you climb up, no problem. You get to the top. O'Connell gives you an arm, hauls you over the railing, gets you up on the platform.
Cannibal arm.
Then Cruz. Well, everybody hears this, but Cruz especially. You hear the sound of a couple rocks clinking down the side, like from behind you guys. And all of a sudden you hear one of the Blackguard, "Huh!" And you turn and you see him get pulled off his feet by something, and his gun goes off as he's trying to shoot whatever's grabbed him, and he gets yanked back into the tunnel. And you hear gunfire and screaming and the sounds of an alien hissing.
Let's go now.
When he's grabbed, can I like go into the tunnel and try to see if he's savable?
You could certainly try, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't like the way you phrase that.
I mean, you can attempt anything you want in this game.
Yeah.
You can go into the dark tunnel and see what happens.
Okay, we need to.
There's a classic like DM, like if that's what you want.
You always can try.
So, because keep in mind, the only light you guys have right now is from your shoulder lamps, right? So when you turn, it's like you see his feet, like, and then it goes out of frame. And by the time you look up to the tunnel, you don't see anything actually in the tunnel.
Okay, we need to move towards that fucking ladder.
Yeah, Kaliji and the Blackguard like instantly start making their way down the
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna be going with them.
All right. Okay, Kaliji panics, but he got an 8, so he's trembling. The Blackguard, unfortunately, they don't have nap relief like you guys do. Cruz, holding it together. Wow!
Nice.
The remaining 3 Blackguard drop down like synchronized swimmers. They all land at the same time, and they're all running perfectly in unison, just through the eggs. Like, fuck it, we're just getting to the ladder.
Just like under my God damn, they're so cool.
Yeah, and Kaliji's like, I know, and he starts chasing after them. Unfortunately, Cruz, as you're running with them, well, you made the mobility test, right? Yeah, so you make it down too, no problem. You guys start running because it's full out sprint, and you can see the eggs begin to quiver and start to open as you guys run past them.
Cool.
How many successes did you have?
2.
Okay. Kaliji had 1, so the Blackguard in front of you because they had 4. You're next, and then Kaliji's in the back.
Okay.
You guys up above can see this. You hear the guy, he's gone. You see them start running through the eggs towards the ladder. You can hear the eggs beginning to open and the facehuggers squealing. And, Reed's like, oh shit, pull me up!
I don't do that, but I do
I
take aim
cut the rope.
Facehugger.
I am going to inject myself with that last bit of stuff.
Nice. That's actually more nap relief. You're addicted again.
I just immediately fall unconscious.
The 50-50 chance you get the nap relief or the alien saver.
Yep.
This wasn't actually anything from Babbitt. This is methamphetamines.
You're freaking out, man. Okay, yeah, you get the sweet release of Absolute Zero, or whatever the fuck it's called, and Rhodes vaccine, and you start running. And you see these things are skittering towards you guys, and pretty soon it's kind of like that scene in Romulus where there's like a small tidal wave of facehuggers chasing you guys, and it's terrifying. I was gonna say take a point of stress, Cruz, but you inject yourself, so you're fine. What do you guys do with Reed?
Help yanking him up.
Cut the rope.
Is he not? Are you not climbing, Reed? What do you mean? What's going on?
If I fall, I'm broken.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. So
You know what happens if you don't
last
climb,
one.
though, right?
So
What
he's
was
the
that?
last one. So I'm like pulling him up as he's like climbing. Like I'm doing an assist.
Okay, so you can do a mobility at +3 then.
Hey.
There we go.
Yeah, you're like slipping as they're pulling you up, and you're like not making distance. But they finally grab you.
Sweating.
Yep, they haul you over the edge, and well, let's see what happens with these guys. So they make it there, but there's going to be quite a few facehuggers. Okay. You see one of the Blackguard makes it to the ladder and begins climbing up. Another one, as he gets to the ladder, Sean, you see a facehugger catches up to him. It goes diving at him. Doesn't quite reach him, but it lands right by him, and you see it wraps his tail around his leg, and he just trips and face plants. The last guy, there's 4 because I got to roll for Kaliji as well. The last guy, it gets to him, and you can see it's like skittering around him, and it's doing the skittering menace where he gets a point of stress, and it's like basically trying to like block his path, and it kind of freaks him out a bit. As you're running like basically up to where these guys are, you're about to reach the ladder. You turn back, and you see Kaliji is running. He's like tripping, stumbling, and then you just see like from out of frame a facehugger just lands right on his face and just he disappears in the darkness.
God damn it.
Damn it.
Shitty stasis field. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing. I mean,
Okay.
pull up the ladder, pull up the ladder, pull up the ladder!
The face hugger. I'm sorry. The face huggers. You get there, no problem. They ignore you completely. And you get to the top of the ladder, and you realize there is a face hugger climbing up the ladder behind you as you're pulling it up.
I shoot it.
Okay. Give me a shot. Alright. You hit it. Even if you don't kill it, it's enough to knock it off. Spray of acid in the middle. Unfortunately, the other two Blackguard are quickly swarmed by a tidal wave of facehuggers, leaving one of them remaining.
Can I see Kaliji?
Yes.
I'll just put him out of his misery. I'll do that for all three of them.
It's okay. I can firebomb the other two.
There's one Blackguard left.
Yep.
Okay, like as he grabs the ladder, can we like hit the switch to have it like retract and come up after him?
Well, he's the first one up, and then Cruz is up after him.
Oh,
So
okay.
literally as Cruz is climbing, he's like, pull it up. So he's like pressing it while Cruz is
Okay.
still like about like a third left to go.
Okay, so it's already
Yeah,
coming up. Okay.
Yeah, and by the time he does, like, he helps pull you up, Cruz, and then you turn and you see the face hugger, and you put it down, and
Gotcha.
you know, he
I
like
missed that.
stumbles back. He's at like 5 or 6 stress. He like stumbles back, like breathing heavily, and you know he just has to watch helplessly as his guys are dead.
I mean, they're AW soldiers, they're not real people.
Wow.
They're
I
basically
knew
brown.
you were bad.
So he throws Okamo off the railing.
You hear a Warheim sound effect. Wahoo!
Not the sound effect I would expect in an Aliens game, but admirable.
You know, you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
So you've made it to the mag rail station. -4 people. How do you get to the tunnel entrance?
It's a good question.
Hey, do we have any more medkits?
Yeah.
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 You feeling it? A little hurt?
Get out of the seething nest first, maybe.
Yeah. Just curious.
Yeah, I don't feel like we have the time for me to give you medical aid right now, but
Yeah, you can
What's
see
for
that
an
Super soldier Xeno that's behind us.
it's
as well.
like a ripple effect of the eggs now beginning to open, and you can see that now that they have finished off with the Blackguard, they're beginning to scuttle towards the edges of the room.
Must go. Let's go now.
Is there a way to get across now?
Like I said, it ends, and there's a gap between the ends of the rail station and the tunnel entrances. So you're like in the middle. The tunnel entrance is here, and you guys are here. There's a big gap.
Is there any computer systems up here? Any?
Yeah, there'd probably be like a little like station
Terminals?
to like terminal. Yeah.
Can O'Connell see if there's any way to like
There's for
help us?
for one, there's no power, and two, there's no tram here. It's just the empty rail above you.
So yeah, grappling hook gun, and we zip line over. Special ability time, right?
This is pretty dramatic. They're
Yeah,
starting to
I
climb
think-
up the wall.
I think this is the chance as we take the grapple gun from outside of from his pack and make ourselves a zip
Well,
line.
turns out one of the dead scientists is laying on top of a grappling gun, and you see
Oh.
him looking at it, and you're like looking, you're like, oh shit, you grab it. So, give me
Love
a ranged attack, please.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my signature item.
I don't know what the bonus is on a harpoon gun.
Can I assist him by like cupping his balls or something?
Please don't.
Do you want to shine the flashlight too? Could I get +1 from that, Chris? I'm helping. No. Remember, he gets
God.
-1. He gets -1.
I hate that so much.
I get him too distracted, unbothered.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
The harpoon gun has a 0 bonus on its attack, so it's just
Okay.
straight up. Right. So it probably realistically wouldn't reach, but I think it's a cool idea and it's a cool use of your talent. So it's an extra long harpoon gun, and it just sails across for. It's like the fucking ropes on the Jaws boat. You hit the wall somewhere in the darkness. You tether it off, and yes, you guys have like not so much a zip line because it's level, but you have a line you could at least try to climb to get to the other end. Like you'd like Assassin's Creed, like, or Tomb Raider, climb, hands and feet up.
Yeah.
So you may do that, but I will need mobility tests from everybody at +1.
Okay, well, I guess I shot it, so I'll go first.
The Blackguard is beginning to open fire on some of the facehuggers that are climbing up the wall.
Okay.
Knight's got a stunt too.
God.
My fucking palms are sweaty.
I will give one to Tagar.
Alright, hold on, I make this guy's ranged attack.
God.
Damn.
Okay. Ooh.
Well, there's good news and bad news. He is screaming, but it's because he's triggering his one and only talent, Overkill.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you fucking bastard! Shells flying everywhere, and as you guys start to make your way up on there, you see, as his gun runs out, he starts pulling a couple grenades off his belt and hucking them over the railing. You guys begin to make your way. Did everybody pass?
Yep.
I
So,
gave
Cruz
Tagar
helped
one of
me.
mine.
Okay.
Cruz helped me,
All right.
so I didn't fall to my death
I gotta help my buddy.
again.
He
He's
slips.
holding him with his thighs.
He slips. Okay, so here's what's happening. So you guys are climbing, hand and feet, right? Tagar slips, and Cruz, you see this because he's behind you, right? You let go with your hands. You're hanging from your legs upside down, and you catch him with both of your hands like this, right? And you're hanging there, and you then have to use all your strength to pull yourself up just with your legs and your abs until he can reach the thing and get back on the cable.
You know, the
tank
first
shit.
the first session of this game, I saved a commanding officer from falling to his death.
So
And the
true.
last session-
It's so true.
Saved a commanding
Comes full
officer from
circle.
falling to his death.
It's so, dude. And when this happens, the Blackguard looks back and goes, "Man, he's so cool."
A single tear falls down my.
Yeah, you make eye contact. There's a nod of acknowledgement, and he is overwhelmed by facehuggers.
Jesus.
You see him holding one last grenade. Facehugger bits go everywhere. But you all make it to the tunnel. But you can still hear some of those things skittering below. And there's more. There's more than what he killed. So you should probably go.
Go, 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 go.
We have 2 more breaching charges. We can blow off this tunnel too.
It might be a good idea.
Yeah, actually, that's probably not a bad idea.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, technically we have 1.
What else
right?
are we gonna need him for?
Right?
Say I have. So
Well, we
O'Connell
used
used
3.
both of his.
No,
We used 3.
One of yours? Okay, so if you used one of yours, then I had to use mine.
And I used
Or
mine.
yeah, either way, I think we still have one. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 1, and then I have a C4 still, so we can technically,
You have
try to trigger.
C4?
I have C4, or not C4, Claymore. Sorry.
Oh, I was. I mean, I think it's the same thing, but.
Okay, let's find a little bit of a smaller tunnel section, and then we'll collapse that.
Okay.
All right. Give me a heavy machinery roll, Reed, as you guys are running.
Bam!
Nice, dude.
You don't have to
Killing
go
it.
very far until you find a part where the tunnel has a sharp corner, and you think if there's any place to do it with the limited amount of explosives you have, this is the spot. And we would see back in the cavern, they begin to climb up, and they're making their way into the tunnel entrance that you guys have just finished and gotten into. You guys can hear them skittering behind you. And, I mean, I think everyone should take a point of stress from all this. I think that seems fair. Give me one more heavy machinery at +1 here, Bunnilla, to set up the claymores and the whatever remaining explosives you have.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll use my stunt to do it in half the time.
Yeah, yeah, you're becoming an expert at this. You know exactly where to put them. You set them for like 10 seconds. Just fucking go. And you guys charge down the hall, and we see the tidal wave of what's left of the facehuggers. And as they get near the claymores, beep, beep, beep. The tunnel rocks. Dust spiraling in every direction, rocks flying, and many aliens being exploded or crushed. And that is where we will take our break.
Nice.
As you are nearing the end to the final chamber. Grab that Dr. Pepper. We're busting out a coconut one tonight to celebrate. We'll be right back, folks.
Rip to the Black Guard. Oof.
We are back. We have coconut Dr. Pepper. It smells so fucking good. You have blown up the tunnel behind you. The dust is settling. You don't hear any more facehuggers, or if you do, they're on the other side of the rock, so you maybe can't even hear them. But I assume you guys probably trucked it down the tunnel a bit of the ways to get away from the explosion. So you're probably about halfway down the tunnel. Do you guys take a second to patch up? Are you sneaking forward, rushing forward? What's the plan?
Probably patch up's a good idea because Bunnill's probably busted.
Oh, I'm bustling.
Yeah. We'll take a
from the-
minute. We'll have O'Connell kind of watch the rubble, make sure nothing comes through. I'll watch in front, make sure nothing comes back at us.
Oh, I didn't even realize. There we go. It didn't update the stream chat. What's up, Mythbuster? Thank you again. Subscribed for 4
Oh,
months.
nice.
On a 4-month streak. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
King.
I'm sorry, what were you doing, Cruz?
Well, I was going to ask a question. From the point that we dropped down to now, would I have healed 1 HP?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. And then I guess I will just take my last med kit, and I will attempt to heal.
Yeah, if anybody was missing a point of health from the start of today, you would have healed 1.
If we're healing and everything now that we're in relative safety, are we taking a turn?
Yeah, while we're healing, can we reduce stress at all?
Depends how long you want to sit here.
Taking a turn?
Okay, Bunnilla, you get 3 back.
Oh, baby.
It's pretty good.
I could have assisted, but sure, fine. That's fine.
Yeah, hold the flashlight. It's kind of dark in here.
You were
I
supposed
got
to be watching.
medical training.
You were supposed
okay?
to be watching the rubble, so nothing
I mean-
snuck up on us.
You guys don't necessarily feel safe down here. Like, you don't know how well that cave-in was. You know those facehuggers can squeeze into some small areas. You also don't know if that other thing is still chasing you. also don't know what's ahead. You have made quite a bit of noise.
I also don't know if I'm gonna have a heart attack in 15 minutes. A lot of unknowns in life.
Yeah.
But we're trained Marines, right? Danger is a part of the job.
Well, some of us are. Some of us just waste ammo for fun.
It's true.
Okay.
Okay, that was him. That was
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
It's so bad he's bullying himself.
I can't defend you, Reed, when you're doing it to yourself.
Reed's intentionally dropping ammo just to, make us like him more.
He's like, bleh.
It's like, yeah, dude, that Reed guy totally sucks.
Stop trying to make it a thing, Reed. It's not a thing.
So,
Okay, I'm part of the BFG division, okay?
what, are you guys gonna try to rest or not?
If we don't feel safe, there's not much point.
Yeah, I think we need just to keep moving because whatever's behind us is bad, and Vaughn might pick off at any second, right?
Whatever's ahead of us is bad. Whatever's behind us is bad. Everything's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess moving forward. Patch up and go.
Rushing, sneaking, or casual pace?
Casual strut.
Yeah.
Just a relaxed strut, I'm having a good time.
Reed's all healed up. He's crab walking.
Okay. All right.
Nothing fancy. We're just moving with purpose.
McKay loves all the fucking answers he gets from I think he died a little bit.
He's so ready to end this fucking campaign.
I'm just deciding how many xenomorphs are chasing you right now. Please roll me 2d20.
Okay.
Alright. So...
21. That's not that bad.
There, you're fighting 33 aliens. Okay.
Okay, so I'll get 31, and you guys get the other 3.
That's a big ask for Reed. I don't know if he can take one by himself.
I'm on the brink of death, whether it's 1 or 30, so let's go.
Yeah, they're all gonna do head bites. So.
That's 29 head bites on.
Oh, then O'Connell's safe.
Yeah, I told Matt today how lucky you've been, O'Connell. He's like, how? How has he survived? I'm like, guy's fucking got a charmed life, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Or everyone's been story point on me.
Yeah, a lot of it is
He
story
takes that
points.
alarm and puts it right into the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna switch over to our final map.
Oh, shit.
So, I'll explain what you guys see. You make your way around through the tunnel, and eventually you see light slowly beginning to emanate. It's kind of that palish, bluish green light that we've seen throughout the Alien films. And you can see that the mag rail exits the tunnel and goes around. You guys are in an elevated position right now because you're in the tunnel still. Down below you is a small chamber. Excuse me. No, Mythbuster. The Blackguard, well, they all died, but they died pretty heroically and epically. So, but they did not make it. So, the down below you can see there's off to the left where the rail goes. You can see there's a small station where the tram would be parked. There is no tram there, but there is a platform. You can see a couple crates and equipment up there as well. Down below, you can hear a voice that you recognize going, no, you gotta bring it over there. Come on, we gotta get moving. Like the general's waiting. And you see down below, there are 2 technicians. One of them is in a power loader, and the other guy is like strapping up a crate, which the guy's about to pick up with a power loader. And they're beyond this room, there's a small tunnel that leads into a larger area. Kind of at the entrance to this room and the tunnel, you hear the voice, which you recognize, and you see Kent Gannon
Oh,
the
weasel.
insurance rep from the mission Blaze of Glory. And
He's on the list.
he appears to be like directing these guys. He's got his black pants, his super expensive, $1,000 combat boots, and his Weyland-Yutani vest. And he is directing these guys. He's got a data slate in hand. Everybody else can give me, if you'd like, observation tests.
Cruz has the merciless talent, so pop him in the foot.
Okay, for those of you that pass, you can see beyond Gannon, you can see a figure moving away towards the other room. Beyond that, you can see more lights and such, but it's hard to make out exactly what you can see in the other room.
Do you want me to shoot Gannon in the leg?
I mean, kind of. I think we all want that.
Kind
I could firebomb
I
him.
want to shoot him in the face, but yeah.
But he's got those really expensive boots, so we gotta put a hole in the boot first.
Okay, yeah, through the ankle of his expensive boot. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll do sign like in a suggestive way if you want me to sneak up behind him. Prior.
I mean,
You guys
is there...
will have to climb down. Keep in mind that the tunnel is elevated because of the way the tram works, so you guys would still have to climb down a little bit. It's not as bad as the other room. It's not nearly as big.
Okay.
So
Is there any sneaking at this point, or do we have...
they do not seem to notice you guys up there. They have not seen you or heard you at this point, it doesn't seem like.
Take the shot.
Actually, I guess
Right in the
I
ankle.
should roll for him because you guys didn't sneak. So let's see if he notices. He's got decent observation.
Great.
So he's shouting at these guys, and maybe one of you leans forward, and like a little rock comes down, and he looks up, and he's got 2 successes. So he sees you guys, and let's see who he sees. We'll do a D4 here. He sees Tagar, and his eyes go wide, and
They should.
you hear him like, "Oh shit!" and he goes running down the tunnel.
I take a shot at him.
Oh, quick question, Jim. With those 2 successes, never mind.
Go.
Okay.
Finish your thought. Use your words.
Well, fine. I was gonna say with those 2 successes, does he also see this by any chance?
Okay. That's the worst drawn dick I've ever
Oh
seen.
my god, I hate you so much. Jesus Christ.
But I take a shot at him with my silenced scoped rifle.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to shoot him through the leg. I'm just trying to make sure he can't make any noise.
Trying to end him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
You killed the guy.
All right. You line up the shot as he's running. Goes right through his back. He collapses in a heap. Spray of blood. Unfortunately, you panic. Everybody's stress goes up by 1 as you realize the jig is probably up. You hear the 2 technicians screaming in like terror. The one on foot goes running in that direction as well. The one in the power loader is in the power loader, but he's also moving, but obviously a lot slower. And you hear them shouting, we're under attack, help," sort of thing. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna shoot the technician running
Can
too.
we shoot the others?
Yeah. I'll take the guy out the power loader.
All right. Go ahead and take shots.
Read with this full auto, so he can hit whatever he wants.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Okay, Cruz, you are trembling. Did you reload, by the way, Cruz?
Yeah.
Okay, or spend a reload, I should say.
Yeah, I spent another one.
Okay. Alright, so O'Connell, you said you're shooting the guy in the power loader. Who's everybody else shooting?
I'm hitting one on each.
Okay. Tagar, are
I
you
guess-
shooting?
Yeah, I'll shoot the guy that's not in the power loader if that's the one that he's directing at.
Alright. Unfortunately, guys burned through a bunch of ammo here as everybody's panicking. You easily gun down the guy in the tunnel as he gets a little bit past Ganon's body. The guy in the power loader, though, the power loader might actually defend him a bit here. Because you don't have a sight of him, you're just shooting the back of the power loader, so... how much damage you guys total do to him?
I do 3.
I would do 2.
Oh, I would do 2, 5. All armor piercing, I would imagine.
Alright.
I think all over once, yeah.
You light the back of this power loader up, and there are sparks flying. There is smoke, and you see some of the wires get cut, and like a couple flames burst out, and the thing like just starts to stumble, and it actually stumbles forward and lands face first in the dirt. And you can see the guy is probably still alive, but he's pinned. He's trying to get out.
Can we carefully climb down now?
I'll just coup de grace the guy in the power loader.
Okay.
Well,
So as
is
you're
it worth
doing
getting
this,
any information on him?
as this is happening,
Oh, boy.
you can see, Sean, the shape that was walking down the tunnel comes back, and you see there's a blackguard, and he sees you guys, and he takes like some shots, just kind of haphazardly, and he like ducks back into the tunnel, and you can hear him shouting, and it is very clear that
The jig is
the
up.
jig is up, and we're gonna go into initiative. Whoops. Hold on.
So, do you want us to try to take this guy prisoner, Eric?
Well, I didn't know. I was trying to get information out of him to be
I'm
like, hey,
asking,
what's
like,
the
now.
plan? What's the plan? He's pinned there, so just leave him there.
I mean, I was just gonna kill him because it'll reduce my stress.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Worth it. We're in the final
Well, we
showdown.
only
I
need one,
don't know if
so-
Intel is prudent here anymore. We're rolling pretty good. Well, never mind.
Apparently, you're all gonna get to
well.
him before me, so.
Well, I mean,
What-
we got a 9.
Alright. Okay. Cruz at 1. The 3. Started this round. What's up, randomness? Thank you for joining us for the finale.
I guess I will go down and take cover behind the loader, and then just ace the dude.
Okay. I'll need a mobility test to climb down, please.
Okay. Sweet. I guess I'll push that. Sweet.
Another stress for everybody, thank you. But you do make it down. You get to the guy. How do you kill him? You see he's pinned, he's like trying to like get the strap off, and he's like trying to climb out from under the roll cage, and then you walk up and he's like, no.
I just knife him.
What? Dead. Fucking dead.
Nice.
Alright, so you are by that guy. Okay.
Glad you could reduce a point of your stress for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the end of the campaign. We got to be a little tactical.
Okay.
By giving everybody else trust.
Cruz. I'm sorry, O'Connell.
Yeah. So, can I see the tunnel down where the other technician went from here?
Yeah, you can't quite tell what's on the other side, but you can see some flashing lights, like emergency lights, like the ones that kind of spin. They're like the yellow.
Okay.
They're like the amber hazard color. So probably some sort of heavy machinery. You're thinking.
What distance is that area?
That would be at long range.
Long. I will. I'm gonna Overwatch.
Okay. Are you climbing down or just staying up in the tunnel?
No, if it's long range, I'm gonna get prone on top of the tunnel.
Okay.
Overwatch.
Okay. Tagar.
Mobility to get down?
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
come on.
Nice.
Yeah,
Don't worry. There's
what
always
happened to
more
me.
sweet napper leaf.
It's not as far of a
Alright.
fall as it was for Reed. This is a far smaller chamber.
Okay, I'll take the fall then.
Alright.
Yeah, resilient that bitch.
So it was...
Half my
half
rounding down.
Okay, height of the
Yep.
meters in the fall. Probably about 10 meters up. So divided by 2 is 5.
Yeah.
So give me a mobility test, and then armor, and then resilience.
2, nice.
So down to 3.
3.
Ooh,
Wow.
Come on.
it's okay. Resilience, baby.
Yeah, you just get 3 6s. Okay.
Okay.
2.
2 damage
Two.
as you hit the ground.
Okay.
You hear more shouting. If anybody wants to give me an observation test, see if you can pick out what they might be saying.
I'm good.
I'll do it. No, very nice.
All right. You can hear someone, like, they're here, and you hear someone else shouting, "Move! Get that shit loaded now."
Gotta get in there.
Reed.
I will stay up here and aim full auto the blackguard.
You don't see the blackguard.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm jumping down.
He went around the corner.
Well, you know what? 2 fall to the night. Let's go.
All right, that's
I'll catch you.
5 damage coming your way.
Gonna land on Tagar. So it was a mobility.
Just get 5 6s right here.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
exact
that's
opposite.
That's less good.
That's 1.
Nice.
1. All right. We got armor. All
I
right,
just
2.
healed you, brother.
That's good, because he wouldn't have survived this
Oh wait,
otherwise.
resilience.
Yeah, here's the resilience.
I can't make this shit up, folks.
Well,
I'm not even supposed to give you that mobility test too, by the way, because it's a controlled fall. But wow.
all right. Yeah. So 3 damage.
You don't need aliens in this game, folks. You just need fall damage, like every other RPG we play. It is the number
Honestly,
one lethal.
I hate
I think
fall
for
damage
both
so
my
much.
characters, fall damage has been kryptonite.
And you are
Yeah.
panicking. Nice.
Yep.
You'll be panicking for the rest of this fight. So just
Yep.
Tagar, save us.
now you're at a total of -4 agility.
Yeah. So I have 1 agility technically.
Great.
You're so fucked. I mean, you'll be
Great.
You
Okay.
are restricted to hand-to-hand combat for the rest
Good thing
of
you don't
your
need that for shooting.
fine. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna switch the music now because we are in the final act here, so to speak.
And please be final countdown. It's been on the tip of my tongue. Oh my. Oh.
It does say final showdown, though. That's something.
All right. Cruz, all of you can
Yep.
hear the sounds of a ship powering up. What do you do?
I guess I'm... no one else is by me, so I guess I'm going to try to run up.
Okay, the
And
tunnel,
get a
the tunnel
better
is a
line of
zone,
sight.
and then the room beyond the tunnel is a zone, basically.
Okay, so is there any cover I can take in the tunnel?
Yeah, like there's a little bit of cover here and there, and then as you get near the next room, you can see there's... it's a cave system of some sort. As you move forward, you can see in the room is a landing pad. Above you, the roof has been opened. You can see there's shrubbery and vines and stuff from foliage hanging along the sides. You can see the night sky up above. Rain is pouring down, so I guess we should have some rain and thunder sound effects too to make this really epic. Where's my thunderstorm and rain? There we go. Hell yeah. And you can see there is a Mantis-class ship on this landing pad, which, for anybody paying attention at home, is the ship from Alien Resurrection, the Betty. So it's not a massive ship, but it is big enough. It's bigger than a drop ship. It's not like a massive starship, but it does have a cargo hold. It usually has cryo beds on it. So this is something that could go space worthy. This one, however, is colored in a jet black finish, much like the Blackguard stuff you've seen. You can see there's 2 levels to the landing pad. This part down here, which basically goes from about here to here, is the lower level. It's hard to see, but this is the staircase right here to get up to it. And then beyond that, you can see there are little lifts. There's one here. There's another one over here you can't quite see. And those just go up to the upper platform, which is what this thing is sitting on. The upper part is probably a good, I don't know, 10, 20 feet off the ground. So you'd probably want to use the lift to get up there. You can see in this room, there's equipment, crates, containers. You see another technician that's in a power loader, loading. It looks like he's got a stasis tube of some sort that he's trying to get towards the thing over here. You can't see what's in the tube. You can see one Blackguard up on the landing pad, running into cover. You see 2 technicians up on by the back. The cargo bay is here. So this long part is like the tail. That tail is above the cargo. Like the cargo door is below the tail like this. It opens up kind of like a Imperial Guard Vendetta. So it opens
Right.
up in the back. So that tail's hanging over the top. But there underneath that, you see they've got another stasis tube of some sort that they have on a cart they're trying to wheel up into the thing. And you see 2 other figures kind of out of sight up under the wing. And you can hear someone shouting orders.
Okay, so... Oh boy. I guess I would move into the zone, and then taking cover would be my other
I was
action?
going to say, I think take covers, see covers in action.
Okay. It's either take cover or just start shooting, but yeah, I think I'm going to take cover.
Okay. O'Connell.
And then I will relay all that information to my buddies behind me.
Oh, looks like I'm coming down. Mobility?
Yes, please.
Don't worry, I'll catch you if you fall.
He won't, by the way. That's a filthy lie.
Couldn't even catch himself.
And
Okay, you made it. Very good.
yeah, I'm gonna run up and start opening fire if I can on whoever's visible. Probably a priority targeting the people moving the cryo tube up.
Okay. So getting down is one fast action. Getting into the tunnel is another action because it's 2 zones.
Okay. Then I do nothing.
All right, Tagar. You climbed down already, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 to move into the tunnel.
Is there anybody like in close combat I can like hit right here, or do I need to shoot?
No, there's no one in range to attack. I'll get this dead technician out of the way.
Okay. All right. So then I'll just try and target.
Basically, you
like,
can
on the
shoot,
side.
take cover, or move into the next zone.
Yeah, I'll just set up my shield and shoot.
Okay. The only people you see at the moment are the technician and the power loader right here, and there's 2 technicians up on the platform moving the stasis tube.
Okay, I'll shoot one of the ones moving the stasis tube.
Okay.
Any negatives?
So the room is, because this is obviously not to scale, moving into the room is 1 zone, so that is short range. And then up on the landing pad would be medium range. So, no, I don't think medium is there. Medium's -1.
-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely clip.
All right. You empty a clip into this technician. He gets shot in the back. Blood sprays all over the other guy, all over the stasis tube. He falls to the ground. Blood pooling from the rain. You can't tell what's in the stasis tube, but the stasis tube looks awfully familiar. Blackguard. One of them, you see Sean, comes running across the platform and takes some cover behind some crates. There's another one you see that takes cover over by the stasis tubes. And you see them basically take aim and start shooting at you guys.
Well, they can't take cover and aim and shoot, right?
Well, because they were already in that zone, so they take cover from their fast action.
Right, first action. Okay, but they can't.
No,
aim.
they're not doing the aim action, but they're aiming
okay.
at you.
Yeah.
They're flavorfully aiming, not mechanically aiming.
Flavorfully, yes. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, they're getting 3 actions. I want 3 actions.
Hey, I told you this was the
We're all
finale.
big.
It was going to be harder, okay?
Okay, harder doesn't mean cheating.
They're superhuman RDW soldiers. These are special prototypes. They get 3
Well,
actions.
Okay,
Speed 3.
Okay.
They both are armed with the heavy pulse rifles. I think one of them will... who shot? You and Tagar shot, right?
I didn't shoot, no, because I didn't have the
Tagar.
actions.
Was
it was
it
just
O'Connell?
Tagar.
Or no, only one person.
O'Connell did.
That's right.
Just me.
Well, one of them will definitely shoot Tagar, because they're returning fire.
Sure.
Ooh.
That is
That's a lot.
5 damage, armor piercing.
Armor piercing.
Did you take cover? Or no?
I don't think I had enough actions to.
Okay, you're not in cover, so you just have your armor then.
Oh, fuck me.
Resilient.
Wow.
Still alive?
4
Is that
damage.
4 damage?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Damn. Alright, the
Got
other
one.
one, I will roll to see who it attacks. High, it's Sean, because he likes high. And low,
Hey,
will be
baby. That's okay.
Alright.
69 always helps, I swear to God.
They're not bad.
3 damage.
All right, what's my cover bonus here?
That is going to be +5.
+5. Okay.
Yeah. You're standing behind a big rock.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
And there's
11.
there's plenty of cover between you guys and them, so it's not as open as the room looks because there's equipment and shit scattered everywhere.
What didn't work? Base modifier +5. Let's armor piercing because they're cringe.
Okay. 1 damage.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Reed.
All right. I'll move up and take cover.
Okay. If you guys want to move up so you can actually see the room, we'll just assume you're in the tunnel. I'll move you guys where you guys would be able to kind of see the room a little bit better. Yeah. You're still in the tunnel, we'll say. But that way you guys can see the room a little bit better. All right. Next round, I have some other people joining the initiative here
Sweet.
who you may recognize. And they have the fast reflexes talent as well.
It's cringe.
So the first one, a 6 and a 9.
Love that.
Okay, we'll give this one a 6. And the other one, a 2 and an
Alright.
8.
So cringe.
Well, that it's gonna be a 2. All right. You hear a voice shout an order, a voice that you all recognize as that of General Vaughn. She's near the wing with someone else you can see, and you hear her shout, "Doesn't have to go down this way, Cerberus Squad. Walk away and you live."
Our reputation precedes us.
You gonna answer for all the Marines you killed, lady?
Lady.
My fight's,
yeah.
my
No
fight's
general
not with
anymore.
you. Last chance, Tagar. Call your dogs off or you're all done for.
What was Kaliji's rank?
Major.
Major. Can I try and yell, Blackguard, Major Kaliji was lost because of General Vaughn, went down fighting with us. Whose side do you stand on?
This is General Vaughn that you're shouting with.
I understand that, but there's the Black Guard that's shooting at us.
Oh, okay. Okay. She says Kaliji made his choice then. These ones are loyal.
Loyal to who? Their own? Or to some random general who's getting them killed?
She shouts back. She's kind of in cover at this point, you know, kind of shouting, looking over the edge of the wing. And she's like, I gave the Blackguard a chance, or the AWs a chance. No one ever did. Before I came along, no one looked at them as more than weapons. I gave them a voice. I gave them a reason beyond being tools. We're on the cusp of something great here.
Do I notice anything from the Black Guard? Any sort of shifting hesitation? No.
Do you want to give me a manipulation test?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, fucking do it.
This is going to be... There's a reason there's only 2 here, because these guys are actually loyal. This will be at -3.
Okay. Can I use any of my talents?
What talents would you like to use?
So I would like to use menacing. So I want to like try and like appeal to strength to them because they're AW soldiers.
Okay.
So I'd like to use menacing and hothead.
What do those do?
So menacing lets me use strength instead of empathy for my manipulation tests.
Mm-hmm.
And hothead. So hothead is for opposed manipulations. When somebody tries to give me or, so not that one. So just menacing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so that'd be strength plus my manipulation plus menacing -3.
Yes.
Wow. All right.
Do you want to push that?
You want to push?
Yeah, I might as well.
Yeah.
Hey, 2's better than 0.
2.
Big roll can turn tide.
And
You...
we still have 1 story point. Do you want to use your story or last story point here?
Well, that would be O'Connell.
Yeah, who still has the story point?
I think it's O'Connell that has it.
I have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you want it, it's yours.
Do we want to try and see if we can turn the Blackguard to our side? Do we think that's worth the story point?
Both of us are almost
I
dead.
think it would be super cool, thematically, to turn the loyal Blackguard against her. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they would just turn around and open fire on her.
All right, let's do it. If O'Connell's up for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, it's yours if
Yeah.
you want it. Captain, my captain.
Wow.
All right, 3 successes.
I've had a lot of beer.
You can definitely tell there's a shift from one of them, Tagar. You see he's still aiming at you guys, but you see he kind of like lowers his gun a little bit, and he kind of looks over to the other guy. The other guy, you can't tell what he's thinking, but he's still aiming in your guys' direction.
And I'm gonna kind of double down and be like, Major Collegiate followed us this far. He went down because of General. Our battle's not with you. We're taking her in, and we're going home. Let's get off this planet alive.
Okay.
You're nobody's tools here. But Vaughn's trying to use you for her own plans.
All right. You still have an action, we'll say, if you want to do anything else. I'm going to say that was a slow action, though, because that was a kind of a speech. So.
Okay, so then fast action. I don't know.
Get into cover?
Shoot one of them in the head just to really encourage them.
Yeah. Go the Negan route.
Pull a baseball bat out of your stash.
I am gonna actually move, like, more out in the open.
Okay. You can move into this zone if you want, like actually into the hangar, so then you'll be
Okay.
within short range of all of them.
So I'll still have my shield up.
Yeah, this guy's over by the...
So I'll still have my shield up and everything, but again, to kind of like show strength and show
Yeah.
presence in front of them, because I feel like that's what the AW shoulders would respect.
Okay. This guy in the power loader, he's like near the lift, and you see the tube he has an alien inside of it in stasis, like the ones you guys saw on the tram.
And I'll kind of like slam my shield into the ground.
All right. Cruz, you're next.
Can I take like an Overwatch position, and if one of them goes to shoot Tagar, I will
Sure.
shoot him first.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I'll do the aim and then
Okay.
the Overwatch.
O'Connell.
Oh, I'm shooting Vaughn.
You can't really see her. She's like got her back hidden. Like you can hear her, but she's kind of out of line of sight.
So she's got cover.
I mean,
How
she's
good
like
can that cover me?
to the point where you can't see her. She's not stupid.
Grenade launcher.
I have a grenade. I'll have you know. No, sure. I will. I will take cover in Overwatch. And as soon as she peeks her beady little eyes out of wherever she is, it's on.
All right. Well, Tagar, we'll say that was your turn. Obviously, you did all that during your
Yeah.
turn. At initiative 6, you see another familiar face shows themselves. Captain Karambit is here,
Oh, that bitch.
and you can hear him. He's in cover somewhere, and he shouts to you, Tagar. He says, "There's no stopping the General's dream." And you hear a gunshot go off, and the one soldier that looks like he was about to maybe turn, totally blasted in the side of the head, instantly dead.
Can I take my Overwatch?
Yes.
Cool. I guess I'll aim for fucking Karambit.
Nice, dude.
5 armor-piercing damage.
All right. Let's see. He has.
Yeah.
Okay. He has resilience.
Cringe. But
All right. How much damage is that?
4.
5. After resilient 4, yeah.
Okay. You hit him. You see him like take the hit, grunt in pain. The other blackguard. Let's see what he does.
Realizes how expendable they are.
Yeah, you just saw his ally get got.
Oh, this is the guy that was on the fence too. He's not so sure about this. All right. He looks kind of shocked at seeing Karambit kill this guy, and you see he runs over, drawing his knife, and he tries to tackle Karambit, and he basically like dives at him, screaming. And
Is it a manly scream or kind of like a?
no, it's
Would be-
it's like a Gears of War like kind of scream, you know,
Like a gorilla?
yeah, it's a gorilla.
Dom!
Why would you do that? Yeah, where's my wife?
Okay,
Oh,
okay, he
shit.
can push that.
Respect.
Whoa, what the hell?
Respectfully.
All right.
With peace and love.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so he tackles him, and you can see they are like they both got knives out, and they're trying to fight, but they are like locked in melee, like kind of wrestling and struggling against each other. Reed, your turn.
I'm gonna swap to my grenade launcher
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
and shoot it in the general vicinity of which we kind of think Vaughn might be over here by the wing.
What are the technicians doing right now while this is going on?
So, the one in the power loader is trying to get up on the lift. It's moving up to the upper level. The other guy has pushed the... he's trying to get the thing up the ramp, but with only one person to push the thing, he's having a really hard time.
But they're still trying to load.
Well, you think
Everything.
part of it, they're trying to load and also trying to get out of here, like get on the ship, obviously. It's way easier to do that, just, he's already in the power armor, so why get out?
Okay.
But, yeah. I mean, this just all happened in one turn, right? So, Reed, you're up.
Yeah, swap it to the
Okay,
grenade launcher.
Okay. Since you don't know exactly where she's at, this is going to be at -3.
Okay. It's gonna be a electroshock grenade
Okay.
because it's wet. It's gonna be fun up there.
What? It's wet.
It's wet. Well, I mean 2.
You throw the grenade, but with your panic there, it bounces off part of the ship, and it lands over by the technician over here. And it'll hit this guy, but doesn't land where you want it. Your stress goes up by 1. What does he do? Make a stamina test, right?
They got
yeah.
drop item.
Yeah, the drop item is you didn't get the grenade where you wanted to.
Yeah, right.
I'm saying when he gets hit by the grenade, it's a stamina test, right?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. He gets zapped, collapses to the ground, and as he does, he obviously lets go of the cart, and it slides back, and you see the stasis tube falls off. You see there's another alien inside this one as well, and it rolls right to the edge, and it's like hanging off the edge of the platform.
Probably.
I guess we can get this technician out of here because he's dead. All right. Initiative 2. Vaughn shouts, "You had your chance, Tagar. Have it your way." And you see she throws something over the wing in your direction. You see a small vial come flying in your direction.
It's a good thing we have rebreathers on.
Can I do like a dodge roll?
No, you cannot. So this thing hits you, and it lands like maybe on the top of the shield or on your armor somewhere, and you see black goo splatters on you and around you. I need you to please give me a stamina test. This is against a virulence of a disease, which I will roll once you make your roll.
Fuck.
Everybody's stress goes up by 1.
Wait,
What that-
do we roll stress for virulence? Did we decide? I guess it doesn't matter.
You lucky bastard. Not a single 6.
No.
So it hits my shield, is what you're saying.
Wow.
I smack it out of the way.
It's a parry. You want to parry it
Parry the vial.
It lands right in Reed's face.
in his mouth. Wasn't
I catch it and throw it back.
wasn't O'Connell overwatching?
I was. Specifically for Vaughn.
Yeah, take a shot.
Just fucking kill her in one shot, and we'll just fucking leave.
I can aim with this, right?
Did you take the aim action, or you took cover and went into Overwatch, right?
Yes.
So no, you can't aim.
Yeah, why would you try to have fun?
Fuck.
Everybody's stress goes up by 1. You do hit her, though.
4.
Oops, hold on. Because she has cover. Would be, let's see, what's the total? Should have 2 more dice.
So then one more after.
No, that's
Armor
after
piercing?
armor piercing. Should have 2
Oh,
more,
okay.
2
4
more.
dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so that is, what, 3 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. She has a talent called Rapid Fire. She can fire a pistol or a rifle as a fast action instead of a slow action. What she does is, you see, as you hit her, she takes cover again, and then she pops back out, and she shoots at the stasis tube.
She took 3 actions?
Oh, 1 action was to throw the thing, and now this is her 2nd action.
I thought you said she took cover again. Sorry.
Well, like,
Flavor cover.
she's already in cover, right? So,
No.
yes.
Ooh.
She hits the stasis tube, and you see part of the glass shatter, and the creature inside begins to stir.
My God.
It bursts out of the glass, lets out a shriek, and comes skittering down the platform towards you guys. And let's see who it attacks.
Well, are me and Cruz invisible to it still?
Good point. Let's see who it attacks.
Can't move, but okay.
High, it is Tagar. Low, it is O'Connell.
So
About
would it
cram
be
it
able
in
to
the
activate this
black
round because the 2 initiative is already activated?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay.
And if it attacks O'Connell, we know it's going to headbite him, so.
Yeah, I know.
Who did I say? Is that O'Connell or Tagar?
I was low.
Okay. Let me get the attack table out here.
Does it not?
You fucking
Does it
dare.
not attack the technician or the black card or Grambit? Are those not possibilities?
You think you're the only ones with the anti-alien
We
serum?
had to check. I had to check.
You think General Vaughn doesn't have that figured out? I told you, she's not stupid.
Well,
Where the fuck is my attack table?
I mean, she let us get this far.
Here, roll the tables. Let's see.
Die for the queen.
It basically does a suicide bomb. Desperate to protect its queen, I guess in this case, General Vaughn, it leaps towards its enemy, eviscerating itself as it does so. Its acid blood showers everywhere to all targets within short range. They suffer an immediate acid splash attack of 12 base dice, but the alien does kill itself in the process.
That might have been maybe the best scenario.
Honestly, it killed itself, so...
No, like, we're probably gonna take damage, but still, like, there's no insta-deaths. It took itself out. That we got really lucky, I think.
Oh my god.
Maybe not.
One damage to all of you.
Everybody?
Armor roll.
Yep.
I lose an armor, and I take no damage.
Same. Woo!
Okay.
Sweet.
Finally, we get some luck on our side.
Cruz.
With 2 movements, can I get up into the actual ship?
Yes, but if you want to do it, it'll be a mobility roll, because otherwise you gotta wait for the lift to get up. So basically it'll be one movement to, like, get to here and crawl up, and then another movement to get into the ship.
Okay, I guess. Then,
But yes, if you pass a mobility test, you can do it.
I don't know if I can pass the mobility test problem.
Dude, come on.
Stress.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Do we know how long it takes to, like, generally fire up a ship?
Something like this, not terribly long. Maybe a round or two. Because it's already been started. So, like, there's probably a pilot, like, getting shit ready.
Okay. I guess, yeah, I will attempt to do the mobility. Get in there.
Awesome. Do it. Okay.
Sweet.
It's slippery. You cut your hand on some glass, maybe, but you do make it up past the technician who's on the ground, and you're running into the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. You run up the ramp. O'Connell.
Is there a terminal controlling the dock here?
You probably just see terminals like on the lifts. What are you trying to do, or what are you looking for?
Can you one more time give me a description of what the overhead looks like? Is this like a shielded docking station? Because are we subterranean right now, and there's like a blast shield?
You are subterranean, but the roof has been open. There's like a hangar roof, and it's open, so the rain's coming down inside.
So I would be looking for a terminal to potentially close that.
Ah, okay. It's probably up on the main part of the landing platform. Also, we just got raided by Legio Necrus. That's an awesome name. Thank you for joining us. We're in our finale of Alien RPG Frontier War. Yeah, it's probably somewhere up on the platform. Or it might be controlled from in the ship, too.
Then I'm going to better Cruz's odds of being point blanked, and I'm going to follow suit and get on the platform.
Okay. Give me a mobility, please.
Am I still panicked?
What was your panic?
Nervous twitch.
No, that goes away.
Why can't I find fucking mobility? Jesus Christ.
You're so good at this.
You guys are doing pretty well with all that stress. Okay, yeah, you get into the ship as well. Right behind him. Tagar.
Is there a way to get to wherever Vaughn is?
You'd have to
Or she
climb.
kinda-
You'd have to climb up. You'll have to make a mobility test to get up there, and then use your next action to move into engage range with her.
Okay. If I do my mobility to climb, is there anywhere up there to get cover?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of places.
Okay, so I'd like to get closer to her, but kind of get cover.
Yeah, make the mobility test. Oh, Oh, what a boss!
God damn, you're doing like parkour
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, with the shield, you're somehow climbing. It's amazing.
The game.
Yeah.
The game wants us to win.
You get up here, you get like behind some crates. You can tell probably where Vaughn is. You can see Karambit and the Blackguards struggling against each other. And it is Karambit's turn. Alright, he's not fucking around anymore. You see, he takes the knife and takes a swing at this guy.
Oh.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I think he's going to push that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
I believe in you, Blackguard soldier. You could do it. Get 6 on the first roll. Okay. 1's good.
Alright. So that is 2,
Two
3,
net.
4.
Would just be 3 damage, right?
How many do you
Because
have?
he had 5 versus 3.
5. Okay, so 2, 3. And-
Yeah.
Alright. You see he stabs the Blackguard in the side and lets out a shout of pain. And then, taking a page out of Tagar's book, you see he draws another knife and goes to ram it at this guy. Oops, I'm sorry, that's the Blackguard. Oh no, that's Karambit.
Yeah.
Alright. Unfortunately, the Blackguard has no things left to defend himself with because he acted last turn. So he's able to
But-
stop the second attack
Ooh.
because he moved and tackled. So,
Would
They get armor.
was Karambit defended against that tackle?
yeah, Karambit
Would
has
that
some talents here that's letting him do other stuff, though.
Oh, that's
That's
cringe.
So,
Why do you give your NPCs talents, Chris?
because the guy's been around since session 1, that's why.
They're badasses, dude.
Yeah,
They're so cool.
you're not
We
the
should
only
have
one.
coup de grace him when we had the chance.
You should have. You should have. So he takes the other one and just rams it right into the guy's throat. And he draws the knife out. And you see he looks at you, Tagar. And it's like Leon and Krauser getting ready for the knife fight. You're next. Blackguard's dead.
Rip.
Reed, your turn.
Moment of truth, Reed. This is your time to shine. You got this.
You got the big bad boss right in your sights.
Do I got Karambit in my sights, or is he?
I mean, he's got some cover, but you can still see him.
All right,
I
aim
mean,
in
if
full
you,
auto.
if you want to steal Tagar's moment of glory.
Tagar
Yeah,
with 1 HP.
well-
I feel like we need to help
Like
him out here.
standing up, and then he just gets blasted by this.
Okay, well I can't. Okay, I can't. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna swap to my smart gun,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna full auto.
Okay. Do you
What,
have?
what were you using before?
Don't you need fast reload or something? Do you have that?
I didn't. I didn't click on my gun. I clicked on the grenade launcher.
Yeah, but I'm saying, isn't it an act? Isn't it a?
It's
It's
a
a slow action.
fast
to,
action.
Fast
it's,
action, draw a weapon.
Draw weapon.
Yeah.
you need
Oh, I'm sorry,
rapid,
draw
quick-
weapon. You're right.
quick
You're
draw.
right.
Quick,
Yeah.
The quick one just makes it a no action.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
you're not. You get rid of your panic because you had a 9.
Is it panic
crap.
level 10?
Yeah, 10 is
That-
where it gets bad.
I got 9. So
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
9
Karambit on
nine
the
goes
same
away
level
because it's drop. It doesn't stay in effect. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The real question is: there a potential for Reed to accidentally shoot Tagar?
No, I don't think we're close enough yet.
They're not
Tagar's
in melee, and no, I would say probably not.
Tagar would be next to Vaughn, right? That was his movement.
Well, he moved into cover, so
Oh, okay.
they're close, but they're not in engaged range. They're all in the same
Okay,
zone.
so Karambit's on my level now. So
Yeah,
we're all
you're all in the same zone.
perfect. That's right where I want to be. I mean, it had to happen, right?
I'm gonna have 9 stress, so at least they got down by 1.
You unload the gun, bullets blasting everywhere.
Do you not have overkill?
Huh? No, I do not.
I mean, I don't either.
How dare you?
All friendly PCs, your stress goes up by 1 as you realize Reed fucked up again. The gun goes click.
Are we all in short range?
Yeah,
me and O'Connell are in the fucking ship.
Well, I guess you guys are in the ship, so I guess it's just Tagar then.
That would have put me at 6.
So Reed,
Okay, I'm only
you
at
have to
8.
seek cover.
Technically, I'm already in cover, so
I think you'd probably run into the tunnel then to get get some distance.
More into cover.
well, I think I was already in the tunnel, so I'm gonna go further back. Is what you're saying?
Oh no, if you're in the tunnel, that's fine. I thought you were.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, we just moved forward because I was
That's right.
just to see the map. Yeah.
All right. Next round, you see Vaughn. She looks at you, Tagar. She looks at Karambit, and she's like, you can see she's loading a gun, and she's like, "What's it gonna be, Sergeant?"
Is she waiting for my answer?
I mean, you have a second to answer if you want, but it looks like she's about to act. So.
Like, we're bringing you in, one way or the other. I don't mind dragging your body onto the plane, onto the ship.
Of course, O'Connell rudely interjects as soon as Tagar says that. You're still talking? Towards,
She's like hell you are, and you see she throws another vial at you.
Oh, come on.
Oh, she just got a fucking...
She got vial.
She actually has a bandolier.
alchemist?
She has a bandolier.
bandolier of vials.
And there's 6 vials. Well, there's 5 vials on it. Well, about to be 4.
She got shot once. Did any of them break on her?
Dude, no. They didn't.
Dude.
No. Does he get armor because he's in cover or something?
Well, here's the thing. Each one of the vials is something different, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Different flavor.
Yeah,
for
there's
every day
6.
of the week.
They decked her out
I
for this, man.
dodge. They auto hit.
They don't auto hit. She has to roll.
Pretty low percentage, too, but she's killing it.
Okay. This thing shatters on you, and you recognize it is a very familiar looking pink slime.
So this one gets past the cover and my shield this time.
She got 2 successes, bro. I don't know what's that.
I have armor and a shield.
Armor doesn't
and
help
cover.
with getting whacked.
And cover.
The armor gives you... The cover gives you armor. Armor doesn't help. It's direct contact. Roll stamina against this.
Stress or no stress? Did we decide?
No
Did we
stress.
settle on that? No stress. Okay.
I believe in you. We need you, Tagar.
Oh, shit.
When in doubt, don't read it out.
I don't know how to roll this without stress. Minus
Right click.
stress.
Right
Minus
click and then
8.
just minus stress. Jesus.
I think there's a button,
8
too.
stress.
Proposed, right? He did it publicly.
2 6s. You instantly feel nauseous, and you begin to cough violently. Something is not right. She gives you a wicked grin, and she looks to Karambit. He's done for. And she goes running into the ship after the others. Cruz? It's not a massive ship, but it's not super tiny. Are you just heading for the cockpit?
If she comes in fucking running, I'm gonna gun her down.
Well, you're way ahead of her at this point. So, It's not like you're just
It's
sitting
not a
right there on the
massive
ramp.
ship, right? I can still shoot her.
Inside with the hallway and stuff. I mean, what are you trying to do when you get in the ship? I guess is what I'm asking.
Just prevent it, I guess, from taking off.
Okay.
But if I hear her and see her come in, I'm going to shoot her.
Not with all that's going on. Probably not.
What?
But you can easily get to the cockpit and stop this guy from taking off.
Okay.
Do you ace the guy or just like hold him at gunpoint?
I'll kill him.
All right, just give me a roll so you don't panic.
Final showdown.
Oh. I have to roll.
Okay. Well, you ace him with all those successes. Perhaps dropping the gun in the process, but he's dead. You can reduce your stress.
Sweet.
O'Connell. What are you doing?
I would very. So if I see him ace the pilot,
Yeah, you see him, because he's ahead of you, so you see him run ahead into the cockpit, and then you probably hear the gunshot.
how far away did Vaughn get? I would very much like to tackle her.
Oh, yeah, you, like, if you turn, because you're just coming, like, up the ramp, you're placed at the end of the ramp, you'd probably see her, like, coming around the corner to, like, get up the ramp.
So it's feasible.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to tackle her, and if I successfully do so, break a vial between the two of us on her chest.
Okay. Give me a close combat roll. Alright.
These.
She would obviously try to defend herself, I think, here. So, she'll try.
Oh, come on. Wait, the attacker wins, when it's... Fuck.
Yeah.
No, you have to beat her.
No, I
I
think
think
she
the
has...
defender,
Defender
I think
has
the-
to beat.
I think defender wins ties.
That ties up to the attacker.
Well, that might be because with the virulence, you have to exceed the virulence roll. not meet it.
Yes, the violence you have to exceed, I think.
To win the opposed roll, you have to roll successfully and roll more than your adversary.
Yes.
So, it is a tie, so you do not successfully tackle her.
Well, she has
So
to.
that isn't. She has
She
to
has
beat
to
him.
exceed.
No, because remember, this is written from the perspective of the attacker.
Right, I'm the attacker.
Yes. To win an opposed roll, you have to roll successfully and roll more successes than your adversary. Every success your adversary rolls eliminates one of yours. Only the attacker can push.
I can't push it. But
No, you panic.
So basically, you guys are struggling. You're like kind of locked in a grapple, but you don't knock her to the ground. You don't smash any of the things. Maybe she can tell you're trying to smash them, so she's like trying to like block your attack. Tagar, you can still act for now, but you
Yeah.
can feel something ripping through your body.
And Karambit's there.
Yes, he's got his knives
I'm gonna-
drawn.
So I'm gonna take mine, and I'm gonna wipe it across the pink and black slime before I stab him.
You see, he's like sharpening the knives, like, now we're talking. And you see him, he's like got the blades, but he's like, come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna give up my fast action hitter.
That's awesome. That's
Use my
such a
weapon
sick
list.
move.
Use my weapon specialist,
Okay.
and yeah, and I'm gonna have my goo-covered knives.
Oh. Okay. He obviously is going to try to block.
He is going to fail at that.
Oh,
one
man.
He saw that pink and black goo and was like, fuck me.
You stab him. You get right past his guard. You do what? 2, 3, 4, 5 damage?
And I drop items, so I just leave the knife there.
Yep. He takes 4. He only had 4 health remaining.
Damn.
Well, only. He had a total of 8 health because he's a boss.
Oh.
You stab him. How do you kill him, Eric? How does he end? You tell me.
Yeah, so I have my knives that I'm like covered in slime now, and we come at each other, and I put one up to like block, and then bring this one like through the side of his head, I guess. Just
Instantly drops dead before the goo even takes effect.
Yeah.
and then I guess radio Cruz and be like, "Hey, she got me with something."
Reed, you come out of cover this turn, your panic ends. You hear a smash and a stomp from behind you. You see standing in the tunnel is that same alien that has been hounding you guys since the landing pad. What do you do?
Oh my god, it just gets worse.
It roars. All of you hear the roar echo through the chamber.
How big is this tunnel?
Big enough? Why?
Oh.
I mean, it's a tunnel for moving equipment. The alien can
Size of
fit.
the tunnel that matters, then. All right.
Oh, no. That's fine. The alien thing too. I'm just wondering if I set off my 2 grenades, would it collapse the tunnel?
Unlikely. Unlikely. Yeah, it's not that small.
Oh shit.
So
brother,
get
just
to the ship
run.
if you can.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna run to the ship and just die panicking along the way.
Okay, we'll remove your panic. And
No
then...
enter and remove. The panic that I have is the -2 agility that you said I have until the rest of the campaign. Because we're at the
Okay,
end.
but still that... So you're technically at an 8. Oh, let me do this. If I put an 8 here... Maybe it'll stay like that. Okay. Alright. I need a mobility test to get up.
Okay.
You get
It's a lot of stress.
You get
It's a lot.
to the top, you start climbing, and you stop as you see that, well, you can see from where you're standing the pink shit on Tagar, and then you can see he's coughing, blood coming out of his nose, and you can see Vaughn and O'Connell like wrestling in the ramp of the ship. I'm going to add the Praetorian to the fight.
Oh my god.
Of course. Why? Why wouldn't you roll? Oh, I saw 1 on. Oh,
It is
It is one, yeah.
All right, at 1, it moves into this zone, out of the tunnel, and then it moves into the tunnel. You can see
it
it
kills itself.
stalking towards you guys. Vaughn is next. She grabs one of the vials off her bandolier, and you see she tries to smash it against you, O'Connell. I'll make her do close combat for this. She's like, I'm not going to let my plans get ruined by you.
Lee, she's rolling high. Do I get a response, armor, anything?
You can block if you want. You can see when she pulls this one out, There's a syringe on it. She's trying to stab you with the syringe.
Oh, flashbacks?
Block it with your metal arm.
Close combat then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I get a bonus from my metal?
Doesn't your metal arm already give you a bonus to close combat, you fucking cheater?
Not in this specific situation, okay?
Oh, you might need to push that homie.
Oh, I'm 100%.
He's the defender. He can't push.
Oh, well, I'll take that stress back then.
That's cringe.
Okay. You do get armor because she is trying to physically stab you. So she gets past you. Does she find flesh? It's, you had 1 success, right?
Yeah. No armor, though.
She had 2, so it's only 1 damage. Do you have resilient?
No, I do not.
You are struck by a very familiar black goo. Please roll me. This is a virulence against... Oh, it's not terrible, but it is an opposed. So stamina, no stress.
Okay. Okay.
Is it enough?
Yeah!
Perhaps you've built up a resistance since the first
I
time.
beat my stamina after I lost my fucking arm, okay?
Yeah, you've... I've grown an intolerance. What does Quagmire say? I built up an immunity. So she smashes that against you. Or stabs you with it. And then, like, you kind of step back as you pull it out. And it obviously, like, you don't see the black spreading. You don't feel, like, the pain other than the needle. And, she just kind of looks at you. And then she draws her pistol and takes a shot. She has quick draw and rapid fire.
Well, she defended last turn, because that takes one of her actions, right?
Oh, that's true. She did. She did.
Okay. This bitch needs to settle down.
All right.
Then
Cruz.
I'll say instead, neither of us are leaving this cave.
Yeah, I'm
She's
gonna
like
start.
pulling her pistol and like getting ready to cock it.
I guess I'm gonna start getting the ship ready to leave.
Okay.
Tagar, get in here. You still got a med kit and whatever that pink goo we have. That UV light might help. I don't know, man. Reed, where are you?
You also hear static on your radio. Finally, Cruz. It
Cool.
sounds like the comms are starting to come back on.
Great.
O'Connell, you've gotten the showdown you've been waiting for 54 episodes. What do you do?
She has syringes, you say?
She at this point she has 3 remaining. She has 3 vials
Three
remaining.
left, yeah.
It looks like that one in particular was a syringe.
Well, yeah, I'm going to continue to try to use her bioweapons against her.
Okay, give me close combat.
Can I not?
Oh, brother!
Can I not?
You still pass, technically.
Brother, is it enough?
It's opposed, though.
Come on!
Oh my god! This bitch knows how to fight. She's like doing like some fucking Hapkido or something, man. She's about to do some gun kata on you, to be honest.
Tagar, can you just kill her?
What stress did she roll, though? Did she actually complete it?
Did she what?
Did she complete it? What stress did she roll?
She only has 1 right now.
Oh. Yeah, it didn't roll her stress. It doesn't matter.
And I'll say over the comms, Crows, get Reed and get out of here.
I'm literally doing that. I don't know what more you want from me.
Praetorian
Haste.
moves into the zone and moves into combat with Reed,
Well,
standing
crap.
over you as you are trying to scramble up. Your turn. Sorry, we're going to go over our time limit here, but I think it's fitting.
Worth it.
Your turn, Reed.
What to do?
What did you even roll in your panic last turn? It's been so long, I don't remember. Was it freeze? It was freeze.
It was freeze.
So you lose your slow action. You still have a fast action this turn.
I'm just gonna attempt to run. That's about it.
Nice smooth mobility to escape it.
Okay.
Yeah, smooth.
for
Smooth
it.
with 9 stress.
I believe in you. You can do it. Seek cover inside the ship.
I mean, did you
All right.
fail in?
Well, it's an 11, so he automatically fails. So here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna get a close combat attack on you because you're leaving its combat. Your stress goes down by 1. Unfortunately, Tagar and O'Connell's stress will go up by 1. And yeah, not allowed. You are allowed to make a retreat roll. Okay, so if you get to make a mobility roll here to avoid taking an attack of opportunity. Even though it's what you just tried to do when you failed, but
Can't wait to fail this one too.
rules is written.
All right, mobility,
You
go.
want to fail harder. Yep. Okay. Makes sense.
Oh, well, more panic.
Yeah, see, a 12, scream. Everyone who hears you must make an immediate panic test.
Sweet.
Tagar seeks cover. Cruz is trembling. O'Connell freezes. O'Connell's you're fighting General Vaughn. You see the Praetorian stomp into the room and moves forward to end Reed. And that is what makes you freeze as you look over the General's shoulder and see that.
Do I keep my panic with a 10?
Well, question. For 12, it doesn't say I technically failed it, right? It just says...
Anything 10 and higher, you fail.
Okay.
Are you really asking that question after 54 sessions?
Hey, I haven't hit that high yet, so...
54?
Now, I will say, Tagar has overkill.
Well, this one... Oh, wait, I rolled the wrong... I'm sorry, I rolled the
Table.
wrong table.
I don't think I rolled high enough for overkill yet.
I think anything over
when is overkill?
10.
No, overkill you have to roll a certain number to trigger it.
It's it's instead of catatonic, isn't it?
No, I think it's a 12 or higher, I think. Sorry, it's a different...
It doesn't say in this. You'd
It's
have
in the
to.
rule.
You'd
All
have,
right, hold up. We gotta do this thing stat. I rolled the wrong one. Crushing blow. The xenomorph brings its entire weight down on the poor victim, who must make a mobility roll at -2 or be crushed, immediately suffering 3 critical injuries. Well,
3, huh?
mobility at -2 with your agility that's at -4? That sounds doable.
Yeah. Great.
Stress dice!
Okay. You try to run, and you feel this thing grab you on the back. As it does, you are crushed against the wall. It then pulls you back and smashes you into the wall 2 more times.
I'm a badass because I have second wind.
Please roll 3 critical injuries. Also, if you somehow survive this, you might take a
Yeah.
permanent mental trauma.
Do you have third and fourth wind?
Alright, here's
people
one.
used
God.
second one before me though.
Winded?
yeah.
Okay, the first one
Okay.
knocks the wind out of you.
We get 3 winded concussion, easy.
Your head cracks against the thing. They're getting progressively
This
worse.
is all very
Hey,
Oh,
these
God,
are not
broken
bad.
arm!
Brother, that's 3 really good ones.
That's
Yeah.
mild. That's the most mild you're probably gonna got.
Yeah,
I've
winded,
gotten like 2 shattered lungs.
winded is the best result you can get. Concussions
Pierced
of
aorta.
16.
Yeah.
Broken hand? Is that what the other one was?
Yeah.
You can't use your hand. Okay, well.
Makes
None of these
sense.
are fatal, but you are at 0 wounds right now.
Second win, bro.
Yeah, second
Roll that
winded,
stam, baby.
Let me see. If is it straight stamina with no stress dice? Right?
You're also fleeing and panicking, and you're at level 13. Yeah, you're fleeing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Fleet
it's just straight
Into
stamina.
the ship.
Yeah, but the thing is, he
good.
has to climb up to get to you. Now he has a broken hand.
No, he uses stamina to get his health back.
Alright, I get 1 HP.
Yeah, but that
Nice,
doesn't heal the critical injury.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Just means he's not broken. Okay. Reed, it is your turn. You tried to run away. The thing has smashed you against the wall. You fell to the ground. It's standing over you. Your hand is broken. You have a concussion, whatever the fuck that does.
-2 mobility.
Oh. So you're at -2 mobility and -4 agility. Okay.
This is easily doable.
Good luck climbing with one hand. Yeah. Your turn. I don't know what you're gonna do, but
Very encouraging.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Well, let me see. Hold on.
just play dead. Maybe it'll leave you alone.
Is that a manipulation rule?
Can I just make a last-ditch effort, and I'm just gonna tell the boys on the comm to get out without me, and just unpin all my grenades. I got 2 grenades and a firebomb.
Yes, but if you do this, you die. You won't. I won't make
Yep.
you take a roll, but you will die.
Yep.
God damn.
All right. Click, click, click.
I'll see you guys in the afterlife someday, boys. Get out of here alive.
Explosion, explosion, firebomb explosion, all detonate. The alien is enveloped in a cloud of smoke and fire. Please roll damage for me. So 2 grenades, they do 9 damage apiece, or 9 dice, so roll 18 dice for that. And then whatever the firebomb does, I think it's intensity 9, intensity 12.
A total of 30 dice.
Well, do the fire separately because it might light it on
Yeah.
fire, and aliens get different armor versus fire.
Okay,
Can
let's
I-
do this.
Can I offer a different last words for you, Reed?
Sure, go
You-
ahead.
You were always an asshole, Tagar.
I think Cruz gave him the most shit for the ammo.
How's
though.
this for unloading my clip?
All right,
So there's that.
1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4. Okay, 4 6s there. So let me roll its regular. That's the grenades, right?
Yeah, it's like 2 grenades.
All right, I'll roll its regular armor.
Are these armor piercing? Are they? Oh,
Yeah, I don't think grenades are armor piercing, are they? I don't think so.
Let's
Well, it
see.
blocked 1, so it took
Yeah.
3 damage. All right, and then roll the fire. It's 12 dice.
One.
Only 1, but, well, you guys wouldn't know this, but xenomorphs get less armor versus fire.
Nice.
Takes a point of damage, and more importantly, it's on
It's
fire.
on fire.
In the rain, so the fire goes out. But it's fine.
Salute you, sir.
He did 4 damage.
Yeah.
And
Yep, you get the old dead token. Reed's tale finally comes to an end. Your body explodes and then is coated in acid. Damn. The Praetorian
Badass.
on fire. Please roll 13 dice, Reed, for the fire, because it goes up by 1 every turn.
Okay.
2 more?
2 more.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. The fire goes out as a smoking, charred, and burnt Praetorian climbs up on top and starts stomping towards Tagar. Vaughn, what did you do to her last turn? You tried to attack her in close combat, right, Tagar? Or O'Connell?
Yeah, we're still struggling with each other.
All right. She, I think, is gonna just drop her pistol and probably pull a knife. I think, because shooting in combat's not a great idea. Yeah. So as you guys are blocking each other, you see she tries to get the gun up to shoot you, and you manage to block it. She drops the gun, and then with the other hand, she's got her knife out, and she takes a swipe at you.
That's some Metal Gear shit.
It is. She even carved off the handle a little bit, too. That's a Snake Eater reference, by the way.
But she panics, right?
She has nerves of steel. She's not going to panic.
Fuck.
She's a 4-star general, bro.
I'm a 4-star badass, though. Okay.
I mean, you've proven that so far.
I was asking, level 10 panic. Does that go?
Well, what is 10?
Freeze, I think.
Freeze.
Freeze lasts for 1 round, and then it goes away. So you only have a fast action, which you can give up to block, but then you won't have a turn this round. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. You don't have a slow action. You lose your slow action, so you might as well block because you can't do anything else on your turn anyway.
Yeah. So
Unless
we'll
you just want to get stabbed in the chest like a badass. It's only 2 damage.
But I should turn my panic off for the close combat, right?
Well, you are still suffering it right now.
Okay.
So when this round is over, it goes away. But for this roll. Ooh!
You somehow didn't. What?
Wait. Oh, I can't. I
You
can't.
can't push. You can't push, remember.
You-
Sorry.
It's canceled.
It was a reflex. It's a
Yeah,
reflex.
it's okay. It's okay. I understand.
It's
Okay.
intense.
So you both. She's got the knife. You're blocking it. She's got it right up to your neck, but neither of you make any progress there. Why won't you fucking die, Cruz?
Is the ship ready to take off?
Pretty much.
Okay. Tagar, you need to get the fuck in here.
Trying.
I'm gonna say over cops. No, you gotta go.
Are you telling me to leave Tagar?
Yes. He saw Tagar get splashed.
No, he didn't. He was in the ship when that happened.
No, I did.
You did, yes. I mean, Cruz has put 2 and 2 together because Tagar kind of told him, and he sounds like
Right.
shit now.
Cruz has the merciless talent. If he needs to put me down, he puts me down.
Okay.
Well, Cruz, do you do anything else?
You just shoot him in that one, cradle him, and
Can I
Give me
activate the
little forehead
engines
kisses.
and try to burn the Praetorian with the engines?
I think the engine is actually under here, but because that's so cool, yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's too cool. That's totally alien, by the way. Give me a piloting roll, please.
Oh boy.
fuck yeah, dude.
We'll count that as fire damage against the creature.
Yeah.
Alright. It is still standing, but it is on fire. It is melting. There's acid dripping out. It looks like it is about to fall to pieces, but it is still standing. O'Connell. You don't have a turn because you blocked. Tagar. Coughing. Dying.
Is there an easy way for me to, like, jump into the ship from where I'm at?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right by it.
Okay. Can I grab one of Karambit's knives on the way in?
Sure.
Alright. I'm gonna grab one and then kind of, like, fall into the ship.
Okay. You have to run past O'Connell and Vaughn if you want to do anything with those two.
Oh, yeah, I can
Because
help
they're, like,
O'Connell.
fighting, like, on the ramp.
Okay, then yeah, I'll help O'Connell.
Tagar from the top rope.
Maybe try and put my knife through one of the vials on her chest.
Okay. Give me close combat. That's gonna be kind of tough. I'll say -3 to hit the vial. Otherwise, just want to do
okay,
straight close combat. That's fine too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack her. I don't need to splash anybody else with it.
It would be cool if all three of you got infected by the same thing and died together. That'd be pretty cool.
I think that'd be pretty fucking lame, guys.
Hell yeah, dude! In each other's arms,
Yeah,
holding
all
each other.
melting.
There is a good chance I overkill this. Just
Love that for us.
Yeah, that's an
There.
overkill for sure. All right. So Tagar's eyes go red. Okay, well, we'll count that as a successful attack. I mean, she's fighting O'Connell. She probably doesn't even realize you're coming up behind her.
and
So-
I'm gonna just kind of like tackle her from like if she's in the back, I'm gonna tackle her from behind with drive them
Okay,
and like force everybody onto the ship.
all right. So this is what you see, O'Connell. Tagar comes running up out of the rain. The alien's on fire behind him. He's coughing. He looks sick. It looks like he's looking just like Spencer did down in the suite. He's getting bigger. And you see that look in his eyes that you've seen a couple times in the campaign where you know he's fucking lost it. And he drives the knife, one of which you recognize as Karambit's knife, and both of them...
Is it a Karambit?
Yeah. Hits her. I'll roll her armor.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Tagar, how do you kill General Vaughn?
Like I said, I go right through the back and just like lift her up as I'm like pushing her onto the ship to get us like to be able to close the door.
Okay. You stumble into the ship. Unfortunately, the Praetorian does get its turn before you guys are able to take off. However, it is still on fire. Sean, roll me 12 dice.
Oh god.
Dead, John, come on. 1,
Two.
2.
Okay?
2.
It has 1 health remaining.
Oh.
Oh, let's see that armor.
Oh.
It's reaching, and then just falls to goo, burning a hole in the platform. Fucking take off! Take off! It is dead. Cruz, what happens next?
So we had like taken the UV thing from that super med pod. We learned that UV good against the gore burster. Do I think that I can maybe save Tagar with this UV and a med kit?
You guys took it? I don't remember that.
I thought we took it.
I don't
Yeah, I
You
think
thought
were
so,
going to use the UV against it if we saw it again.
I thought we'd like
Does anybody have a UV item in their inventory?
I didn't add a
Is
custom
there
item.
is.
No.
I don't recall you taking it because that would have required you guys to like disassemble the med pod. And I think at that point the base was falling apart. So you guys were like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Was there anything on the ship?
Unless
Is there a cryo on the ship?
Yes.
Pop his ass in there.
Yeah, just get him in cryo.
All right.
We're gonna get you through this, Tagar.
Okay, so Tagar, to be fair here, this particular disease, let me see how it works. I think once you fail, you're infected, and I think it just depends how long it takes to... Okay. I will just read this word for word.
Oh boy.
Target that comes into direct contact with Goreburster slime must make a sickness roll against Virulence 6 each turn. That's 5 to 10 minutes. Or explode in a burst of meaty gore. So you actually would be dead at this point. Because you already failed it. So what I'm going to say is you tackle Vaughn into the ship. O'Connell, you get knocked back, and you realize his body is expanding at a terrible rate. And he's in this crazed, maniacal overkill that you've seen him do. And you lock eyes with him one last time, and you realize he is about to burst. You dive behind some cover, and we see Tagar, and just a big, meaty, wet explosion. Tagar is just all over the ship. Make a virulence roll, Scaarr. No, I'm kidding.
Just chain it to Scaarr and then to me.
And then, yeah, he opens the
I
airlock.
can give you a big hug. We made it, buddy.
Cruz, help me!
No.
I mean, that would be pretty awesome, but
That'd be a terrible end.
I think that'd be great. Okay. That is the end of our nearly unkillable one-man army. Cruz, I assume you take off at this point?
Yeah, shut the door, have O'Connell help, co-pilot, and then we
So, you take
the
off.
start.
You burst through the canopy. You see as you're making your way through the storm, parts of the ships raining down on the island. The comms finally crackle back into working order. You get a hold of the Salnus up in orbit. You get in touch with probably your cousin and or Weaver. Weaver's like, you guys got to get the fuck out of there now. There's this fucking huge ship, and there's just outright chaos. As you guys make your way through the atmosphere, you see a large horseshoe-shaped ship has emerged out of the clouds, hovering over the island. And you can see as you're escaping, it unloads a black payload of death on the planet. As that ends, you reach the Salnus, get on the ship. It seems your side has won the orbital engagement, but there's a lot of damage to the Salnus and to Commandant Vuvu's ship. But they have won the orbital battle. After the bombing, the enemy ship, this alien vessel, it hovers for a few moments and eventually disappears into the depths of space. That is the conclusion of Operation Octopus Garden. And of course, as with all good campaigns, we have a bit of flavor text to end things. But I think we need something a little less intense for music here. We'll get rid of all the rain. All right. we can obviously go into detail about what happens after the fact, but here's the general thing since we're already past time. After Operation Octopus Garden, General Vaughn's misappropriation of military funds for an unsanctioned bioweapon development is made public. Though bioweapons are described as pathogens derived from the New Earth Plague, the existence of Xenomorph XX-121 and the engineers is kept secret from the public. In light of General Vaughn and other high-ranking officers' abuse of power, the Secretary of Defense's plan to restructure the militaries of the UA member states under a single banner is approved. The Colonial Marine Corps is expected to become the United America's Colonial Marine Corps by 2187. Any mention of Deep Void is also suppressed, as knowledge of a decades-old secret organization within the military might cause some concern amongst colonists and politicians alike. With the dismantling of Project Life Force and the Dark Star program, the border bombers go quiet, at least for now. Weyland-Yutani CEO Michael Bishop releases a statement condemning his company's complacency in developing any xenobiological weapons. Hyperdyne Corporation lawyers up, eventually working out a plea bargain and developing berserkers exclusively for the Marine Corps. An investigation by the Colonial Marshals Bureau determines that the Gelgod Institute and its scientists were unaware of General Vaughn's motives. Aside from Dr. Babbitt, who was acting on his own, each specialist was only given one piece of the engineer puzzle to handle. Most of them never had the full big picture. Only Doctors Chalwa and Liu pieced it all together, and they attempted to flee and warn the Institute. We all know how that ended up. A former UPP politician, a man by the name of Mal Weber, who's one of the guys you saved on Operation Dreamcatcher, steps forward and presents evidence of the Union's own biological weapons program. The UA and UPP sign a ceasefire agreement, banning the development and use of all bioweapons. Diplomats and politicians scramble to hammer out an armistice. As the Frontier War comes to a close, a new conflict spins out of its remains. Colonies abused and abandoned during the Frontier War have begun building their own militias and small fleets. Farmers have turned into raiders, stealing freighters full of food and other supplies from the shipping lanes to survive. These colony wars threaten to destabilize the frontier once again. The children of the two divines have all but disappeared. Either they've gone off into deep space, or perhaps into hiding. One question remains that no one has an answer to, and that is, what happened to the Blackguard vessel, the Tunka Alang? For over 24 hours, dropships ferried artifacts, and you're presuming xenomorph samples from Darwin Island to the Blackguard vessel, and then you guys came upon it when you arrived in system. The Alang was last seen withdrawing from battle, while its sister ships hammered the Salnus and Commandant's ship in orbit over Pandora, but its final fate remains unknown. Obviously, Reed and Tagar are hailed as heroes. There is much sadness amongst what is left of your platoon at the loss of yet more of your squad mates. Cruz, you and O'Connell, being the survivors, are awarded with more medals and accolades. Although you failed to bring Vaughn to justice the way that your cousin wanted, it is obvious that she is dead. You have the body to prove it. Right. And with all the footage, it's clear that taking her alive was probably very unlikely. It is also discovered that Colonel Spears is not amongst the dead and captured on his vessel that is defeated in orbit. No sign of Dr. Babic. And, well, Pandora is quarantined after the black bombing. I guess to end this, what do Cruz and O'Connell do in these closing moments or closing days after this all happens? Any final loose ends you guys would want to tie up?
O'Connell retires.
I think Secretary De La Cruz will allow that. She, as perhaps you're packing up your duffel bag one last day, you're getting your rucksack together. She steps into the ready room, and she says, "You've given a lot to the Corps, O'Connell. I thank you for everything you've done." And she stands and gives you the most crisp salute you've ever seen.
Stops what he's doing and returns it. It'll be
Just
good to get back to my family.
You take care of your wife and your kids. She's like, you ever need anything, just let Cruz know.
May take him up on that.
Cruz?
He would definitely take some time to really think about the impact that these corporations and their bioweapons have had on the universe and the galaxy. And then maybe start looking more into them, into what they're doing. Sort of like a end of Resident Evil 2, 3, where they're all looking at these BOW programs.
Dude, are you, Weaver, and Herschel going to start your own anti-bioweapons organization?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, the remaining members of Chimera Squad, most of them probably stay in the military. But Weaver's not sure if she's going to stay or not. Obviously, she's pretty shooken up by everything. But by the time this all ends, you realize that, she had kind of lost her feelings in a way for Tagar. And she has indeed hooked up with Herschel. When this is all said and done, I guess the last scene we would see is maybe you're packing up to go on leave, or maybe leave the Marines. You're not sure yet. She finds you in the locker room, and she's like, "That was one hell of a trip, huh?"
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. From new recruit to somehow Lance Corporal.
Should be higher than that at this point, I think, but I'm not the one pulling the strings, right?
I could probably ask my cousin. She could give me a free promotion.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that at this point. I think I might be done flying for the Marines for a while.
I don't blame you. It was a crazy thing we survived. So get out if you can.
She says, "Well, for what it's worth, I'm proud to have worked alongside you, Cruz."
Yeah, thanks.
And
Been a pleasure.
she extends a hand to shake yours.
Yeah.
And as you do, you can tell there's something in her hand, and she's like, "I think you should keep this." And the last thing we see is Tagar's challenge coin in your hand.
He was my buddy.
Were you just patting Tagar in the afterlife?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will finally conclude a year-long campaign in Alien. They said it couldn't be done, but this game works in campaign mode, but maybe cut back on the experience before your players become unkillable death machines.
You still
Almost
killed two of us.
Almost unkillable death machines.
I mean, dying in the finale to the final boss is you basically made it to the end, right?
Yeah.
So, and how many head bites did O'Connell survive?
All of them.
There's a record. There's got to be a
He's
Guinness
still
record.
here, baby.
Yeah. So, anything any of you would like to say before we depart? Any final words? I'm sorry we don't get to do our after party here, but that'll have to wait for another time, perhaps.
It's been a
Sorry to
blast.
see Reed and Tagar go at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny that it is me and Tagar, me just looking up to Tagar the whole game. Now he's stuck with me for the afterlife.
I think
What are you, Jedi ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I think it was a fucking awesome campaign, and I can't thank
Had
you enough,
fun.
Chris, for running it for us.
Yeah, it was
Great time.
Thank you guys for sticking with it pretty much consistently for a year. I know that's a lot of time and a lot of commitment. It was just this last month or two we had some real scheduling issues, but I know everyone put a lot of time and effort. Eric and Scaarr, please thank your wives for letting you play along for so long. I appreciate it. And listeners, it's going to get a little more quiet on the channel. We got a few things coming up, though. We are going to start recording our very first Season 2 of any of our shows. Season 2 of Shadowrun Pay Data is coming back. Adam will be back in the driver's seat for that one. And everyone aside from myself will be reprising their roles. So Scaarr, Sean, and Aaron will be back. We've got some new faces. I think one or two other players are joining that as well. They're going to start recording probably this month. So you probably start seeing those hopefully next month in August after the madness of Gen Con. We are finally going to start recording our episodes for our Warhammer Deathmatch, which Kyle's been putting together for like over a year. Probably not going to see those for a while because we got a lot of editing to do, but we're finally got a couple on the schedule to record this month. So hopefully by the end of August or September, we'll have all those recorded. Probably take a couple months to get all the episodes edited. He wants to do sound effects and stuff, but that'll be coming out at some point. And we are recording our last episode of Drowned Dragon, which is our Warhammer Fantasy Patreon exclusive series that we're currently doing. And that will be airing. I think we have 2 months left of episodes. So that campaign will be concluding in like August, September. Yeah, September, because October, Halloween time, Aaron is starting up a Delta Green campaign, which if you're not familiar is basically modern day Call of Cthulhu. So if you like weird stuff, we've done some Delta Green on the channel before. Adam ran a thing, a one-shot, which is really cool. So if you like weird Lovecraftian horror in modern day, kind of like X-Files. X-Files means Cthulhu. It's a game for you. He's already recorded, I think, a session or two. So, brand new players. I don't really know any of them, so a new crew for that, which will be cool to see. And if you are a Great Worm member or above, you can get access to that every month as part of our Patreon. So that'll continue, and we'll still have a game going there as well. And then we are going to be doing Blade Runner. Finally getting back. We had to put it off for a year. But we're going to be diving into Fiery Angels, the second cinematic module. We're going to be picking up with the same cast. So Sean, Tyler, Frog, and Kyle will be reprising all their roles. I'm re-listening right now, actually. So I'm almost through episode 1. Go check that out. We're hopefully going to start doing that in the next, I think, 2 weeks is when we're going to start recording. Probably have it done by middle of August. And then it'll be coming out, it'll be streamed. So once we start recording, we'll stream on Saturdays, and then it'll come out in a week or two after that. And then hopefully by that point, Pay Data will take over. Otherwise, we're still doing Heart every Tuesday. Adam and Aaron have a bunch of episodes of that still to release. They've done recording, but there's still about, I think, another 10 episodes or so to release. So that'll be going on for a couple more weeks. Unfortunately, Scaarr has had to take a step back from GMing because of his new job situation. So unfortunately, Lancer every other Monday and Deadlands on Friday has had to be postponed. Perhaps indefinitely, perhaps not. But we've always got something going on here. So there will be more. I'm sure I'll be back in the GM Square at some point after Blade Runner. But after Blade Runner, I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break and let these guys take the controls for a while. But I'm sure we'll be back at least in October because it's Halloween time and it'll be our 5th anniversary. So, but in the meantime, we're going to get working on the deathmatch, working on Blade Runner, working on pay data, and then we've got the madness of Gen Con at the end of the month, and then we'll be back in August to keep at the old grind. So, thank you all very much for tagging along these last couple months. Anyone who's checked us out on the stream, thank you. Appreciate it. I can promise anything IGM, we will stream. We're going to try to stream more as well as we get further and further along here. So, special thanks, O'Dandrel, Mythbuster. You guys are here almost every week. Really appreciate that. And shout out to Jeff over at Adventures in Lollygagging for always letting me promote this show on their channel, which we greatly appreciate. A couple raids back and forth with them too. So that's all we got for you tonight, folks. A little bit of an extended episode, but hey, it's the finale. It's got to be epic. It's got to be long. So enjoy. Until next time, this is Dragon's Greed. Same time, same place. Signing off.